big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Alright now. Do 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 do. Alright now, I will leave up some images so that everybody, gets on in. Hey, look at all the art from Sancta and Maura and Yura. Oh yeah, I think there's a couple of them from Patorix. Oh yeah, there's one of Yura's works. No, that's one of Patorix's. Oh, that's one of Miaura's. Oh yeah, that one, that's the Divine Buster. Oh, there's a cute sugar dust one she did. And there's Indorito. There's Indorito for you guys. Spicy Indorito. I should consider bringing back the Dorito dress. One day I need to commission more art of the Dorito dress. I know you guys will love that. I know you guys are gonna love that. I am gonna commission more art of Dorito dress. Oh yeah. But you guys hold on for just a minute. I'll leave up the art for you. I'll leave up the art. Alright, the game's loading. Alright now, I apologize for that. Now, let's get in. Alright, let's get into, a better position. Let's get right into the news. That's what Keemstar says all the time. Yeah, I don't particularly like Keemstar. He just seems like a guy who, stirs up drama for the lulz. Alright, sorry about that. Now, I did level up a little bit, I kind of went around to see, looking for places to, get many medals and all that. Alright, we're in Tantagel Castle. Alright, one of the things I do want to do is, add Mira to the party. Obviously, I know I can do that, but, we should probably go to Tantagel first. Wait, do I want to do Tantagel first? Oh well, it's on my list of things to do. Quite literally, I can't make progress unless I go over here. For Tantagel, where the mantle of Erdrick was bestowed upon the great hero for his unstinting efforts to save the realm. And also, the son of Erdrick, and also us, the Scions of Erdrick. But quest, he took on Tantagel's princess for his bride, and together they built a new home, your home, Mittenall. Coming down to your house, coming down from the rafters to your house. She's always groovy, never cheesy. That's right, she's arriving. That's right, it's the Endemati Super Show time. The Scions of Mittenall found Kanaka and then Moonbrook, and thus came to be the three kingdoms that trace their lineage back to the mighty Erdrick. Hi, honey. Oh, wait, Alright, hold on, wait for the ad break to roll, ad rolls to stop. Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Thank you for the headpants. But wherefore do I wax so lyrical? You have doubtless heard the story 1,000 times. It is a habit, I'm afraid. I would love to regale my father with what I learned in my lessons, and he would add to my knowledge and correct me for my misconceptions. And I can only apologize if it appeared I was sorting my yearning over you. Nah, don't worry about that. By the way, hi, cute bunny. Hi, cute bunny. Hi, cute bunny. To thy room, take thy novel off the table. Don't please cease bickering with thy sister. Yeah, that sounds like what Gray's house would be like. I mean, a sister is a little bit sassy, huh? Sure, I'll take some of the burden off ya. Well, if you insist, I will share what I know when I deem it relevant. By the way, do you alright now? Yeah, we love Gray, we love Phoebe, and I love you. Yeah, and I also love hero number, which one is it again? I mean, technically speaking, chronologically, number 3 is actually, the first one. And technically speaking, aren't we like the third one in this game? Really? Even though this is Dragon Quest 2. So, where are we on the Dragon Quest timeline again? Wait, where the heck are we even on the Dragon Quest timeline anyway, really? Right now, let us search this place. There must be stuff here. Oh wait. Oh, I see a pot. Oh, that's a Manwork bulb. Alright, now would you like some Bulbasaur? Bulbasaur. We love bulbs. We love Bulbasaur. Considering how 11 did timeline shenanigans, who knows? Yeah, that is very true. True. The 11 did screw up the timeline, so you know it's kind of like the time space, or it's kind of like the time space war in my lore. You know, there's time travel shenanigans. You know, technically speaking, you know, though, I kind of, you know, operate under the logic of, you know, you know, the Lord technically operates under the logic of, timelines, you know, basically connected to all possibilities in the universe, basically. Which means, technically speaking, there is no, you know, concrete, you know, correct one. There is a mainline one, and there is one that, and there is a dystopian timeline. You know, which did, you know, almost come true, by the way. Which, you know, I have been to the dystopian timeline. That timeline is not the fun timeline, no. It's the very, very bad, you know, very scary timeline, yeah. It's a timeline where you know, Dark Lords that, you know, oppose the 4 princesses of the 4 zones, you know, basically won. You know, it's kind of also where, you know, where the Dark Lord of, you know, Tyranny was kind of banished, yeah. Yeah, because the Dark Lord of Tyranny was kind of a really, really bad guy, yeah. He was like, you know, known as the anointed, you know, yeah, the anointed, you know, despot, yeah. Yeah, I kind of, you know, forgot his name. I kind of forgot his name that I gave him, yeah. I think it was like the full savior. Yeah, that's what I, you know, that's what I called him. I kind of called him the full savior, yeah. Alright, now, let's look around and see what we can find around here. Alright, I would think that, alright, now, there's gotta be a mini metal somewhere around here. Ew, what's up this way? Alright, I'm kind of searching the castle because I'm looking for, you know, mini metals. Yeah, I know some of them are hidden in, like, secret locations. So I don't... Oh, wait. Oh, it's out of noble garb. Alright, now, is the no... Alright, now. Let's see, is the noble garb better? Finely crafted clobber designed for especially for the upper crust. Yeah, it's kind of worse than a wizard robe I found. Yeah, I did go around the world and, you know, find a whole bunch of places, you know, because I was looking for mini metals. Also, I kind of, you know, might have turned in 40 mini metals and, you know, got the agility gillet. Yeah, and also I got a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, such as... Alright, now. I did get a bunch of other stuff. Oh, wait, have I been up here? Oh, I have not. Alright, there is a possibility that there is something in here. Oh, excuse me. Oof. I'm sorry. Right, I am deeply sorry. Oh, look, a mini medal. Nice. That brings the count to 41. Alright, I think that brings my mini medal count to 41. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the ultimate or the magic key yet. I know they exist. Why, I'm pretty sure those 3 keys were in, you know, Dragon Quest 3, weren't they?
This is the throne room.
Hey, Mr. Chancellor, where's the king? And this is my cousin, Mendenhall and Canuck. Will he seek an audience with His Majesty? His Majesty is not here. He's been kidnapped.
Your Highness, didst thou think I would forget thee so soon? But of course, thou hast invited the kingdoms of thy kin to join our little tourney.
What are you talking about? What's this tourney?
We come here today to inform you.
Wait, we came here to inform you? Massacre, yeah. Yeah, a bunch of monsters, led by, High Priest Harkon, did some war crimes and, on Moonbrook. Specifically, Phoebe's kingdom. And they kind of, want to do war crimes against everybody else.
I have never before set foot in Frontigel.
Come, princess, cease this game. Thou knowest...
I bore the mark.
Wait, so there's a fake, princess in Moonbrook.
When they sacked the castle.
Oh no.
Goddess, this is true.
Then, there's a fake, Phoebe running around it, kind of kidnapped that,
Dear Chancellor, that thou hast been hoodwinked by a
thieving thief in a pretty dress. Wait, are you drinking behind the throne? Oh, the king is a drunk. The king is a drunk. The king's drunk. Alright, now classic. Alright, now I'm here with Alright, there's a classic. Alright, now I'm here with a classic, beloved Cool Ranch and Dorito Burrito, the official and unofficial burrito of the stream, and I have been called to by the decree of 4 crimes. Now, what are you doing?
I endeavored to do...
No, we have to go to Dragon. Alright, now. This site Eric Trap bested a Dragon Lord. What in places would monsters be seeking there? They're probably seeking the resurrection. Alright, now. What could Harkon be seeking over there?
It would behoove us to find...
Yeah, alright, yeah. I'm here to help you commit war crimes, Andy. Wait, what? I'm not here to commit war crimes. I was just saying, I was saying the monsters committed war crimes against Phoebe's kingdom. Yeah, we're anti-war crimes, yeah. Don't you know, Dragon Quest heroes are very pure and very good, yeah. I like the Tooth Fairy, but instead of teeth, I deal in war crimes. I am not a thief.
What? No. Look into my eyes.
Alright now.
Yes, most convincing, I know. But
Oh, alright now. Alright now, we have to find this fake princess. Where'd the fake princess go off to?
lo, how my blood boileth to know that as
They gave the hero his title and, Bertha's bride. I shall not stand for that.
Your Majesty, I neglected to tell you we have another one that proves our lineage beyond...
Alright, we take out the princess pledge. What? Why? What? That's a necklace gifted to the hero by Smain and our fair princess Gwaelin. And unfortunately, I used up the last of my materials in making a pair of owl pauldrons. Oh, that sounds actually really cool.
accept my and princess.
Alright, now, we must find this imposter princess. How to proceed. Uh-oh, we're doing a Snowgrave route. And a Dragon Quest Snowgrave route.
Tell the knight captains to stay their wooden swords. Instead, doubtless, the monsters schemed to lure our knights out in lighter armor.
Yeah, I don't think this king is very reliable, unlike his ancestor.
Verily, our nation oweth them a...
Forgive me, young heroes, but the Chancellor
I don't like this king. I don't like this version of the king, he's not very good at his job. I don't trust the version of this king. I don't trust this because I think that alright now. Alright now. Alright, the monsters, impersonated Phoebe. Yeah, there's only one alright now. I can think of several villains that can use illusions to disguise themselves or shapeshift. I mean, it could very well be Karabasa that is up to this. It could be really anyone really. And that's how it works. Usually there's one good leader and I say good, I mean one brutally evil despot that they gradually get better and dumber with the following generations. No. I'm sure not all the descendants of, great people are, become despots. Just sometimes, nations might, alright now. Sometimes there's rises and there's falls in life. Especially with nations. And, I feel like we're kind of in a fall right now, unfortunately. Alright, now, let's go, you know, exploring. Alright, now, where... Alright, now. Alright, now. Alright, now, alright. No, wait, they can get the... Alright, go to the roof, huh? Alright. We better go to the roof, then. Yeah, we are. Yeah, unfortunately, I think so. Unfortunately, I think, you know, my nation is kind of in the downfall right now. Yeah. You know, the last guy in charge wasn't, you know, exactly the best at their job, but, you know, at least they cared somewhat for the people. Alright, now. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk politics, I'm sorry. Alright, now, where are these monsters? Alright, now. Do you suppose the voice we heard in Ripple Point knew the monster's plot here? Might it be one of the great dangers it spoke of? Oh, you mean Lady Rupus, yeah. We're on a divine mission from the goddess of this world? Wait, what exactly is Lady Rupus's, you know, relation to the goddess that, you know, the Dragon Quest characters, you know, worship? Exactly? What exactly is their relation again? But it's not politics at this point, it's reality, and they've divorced from it. I apologize. Alright, I apologize for that. Hey, Mr. King, can you tell us what's going on? I believe we've just finished speaking one request of Vanquish Hargon. What have you and you've learned aught of the fiend's whereabouts. Yeah, one purpose in which we travel around is to discover exactly that. Then it is, as I assumed, I myself had not heard his name since the fall of Rendarak. Though I know someone who may know more, which means you might visit him here. Alright, now, what are you giving me? I got a rainbow drop. Okay, I know what to do with the rainbow drop. So, what are we supposed to do with this? I'm not sure I follow. Rainbow drop, Joel treasure of allowed to conjure a bridge to an island to a dragon lord. Oh. Rainbows are evil and not the good evil like me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Rainbows aren't evil, they're just rainbows. What do you mean rainbows are evil? Although then again, there was that, you know, one story where, you know, then again, I remember, you know, the rainbow itself, you know, in the lore was actually an ancient weapon by the gods or something. You know, back when they used to rule the earth and, you know, and one of Red Moon's schemes was to, you know, kind of reactivate the weapon so that they could flood the planet. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically a weapon that was left over from the Age of the Gods, basically, yeah. That had, you know, long since, you know, been defunct and deactivated. Normally, yeah. But yeah, the Goddess of Creation servants, you know, usually they'd kind of take it over and make sure that, you know, and try to make sure that, you know, people wouldn't use it for evil. But, you know, since, you know, the Goddess of Creation is canonically dead and, you know, into my timeline due to, you know, Red Moon kind of killing her. Due to Red Moon kind of, you know, due to, you know, Luminite kind of killing her, you know. I guess it's not a good thing, but I only have one enemy. Oh, I get it, it's a good thing I only have. Alright now. Alright, it seems, alright now. Your enemy is peace, huh? I mean, what, alright. Mr. Death Merchant. But Mr. Death Merchant, you know, peace does, you know, sometimes lead. Alright, you gotta remember, when good men create good times, that means good times will eventually create weak men. So, I mean, technically speaking, you know, peace is a double-edged sword. Yeah, it might mean that, you know, things will eventually fall into decadence. Which means that there's gonna be war. That's because why peace is the only enemy, because peace is self-defeating? I mean, not completely. Alright, now, I remember a rainbow drop, but we kinda need other treasures than that. Luckily, I did find Erdrick's Hollow right on over here. Oh yeah, I was at the Shrine of Rain earlier, but it seems like, it's kind of blocked off by a bunch of darkness. So I'm gonna go over to Erdrick's place. Alright, will we be able to... Alright, now. I'm gonna go over to Erdrick's, Hollow. Alright, I've kinda, I kinda already went inside here and, collected most of the treasure. Except for a treasure chest at the end. And, I didn't raid the tomb because I thought there'd be, something to do with that. I did find a mini medal in here, though. Yeah, it's one of the 48. It's one of the 40 I have. Oh, wait, where am I going? I gotta remember which button is the map button this time. Most of Dragon Quest 1, I kind of forgot which button, opens the map. Then, the mini-map. You remember I got kind of lost in the grave of Galing. Listen, all I need to do is nothing stupid. People will ruin peace for me. That's true. Yeah, it's true. True enough, people will eventually ruin peace, unfortunately. People don't really value... Sometimes, people come along who don't really value what, people fought for to get that peace. And, they kind of ruin it They kind of ruin it. Yeah, so... yeah, that kind of tends to happen, yeah. Yeah, peace is sometimes, really hard and, fought for with blood and all that. And, people really work to, get those rights, and then, corrupt people come along that start taking them away. Oh, the buff scroll. Oh, I got buff. Okay, Clang. Oh, wow, alright now. Alright now, and this, alright now, looks like, the Grave of Erdrick. Alright now. Looks like the Hollow of Grave of Erdrick, it looks like it's been rot. Looks like it's decayed for time. Oh, excuse me, you've... Alright, now, let's see, where's a place I really want to go around here? Alright, first off, let's go to the Metal Island. Your ancestors would be maintaining your grave, otherwise, why even have them? Do people really... I do agree with that, yeah. I do agree with that. You should, yeah. Be the kind of person, in life that, your ancestors would like to take care of the grave of. And, at least leave flowers every now and again. Be the kind of person who has that kind of life. That, people will do that for you. Honestly, though, unfortunately, most people will be forgotten about. Oh no, the Cobra's attacking. Uh-oh. Alright, we have to be careful. These Cobras are toxic. They kind of are like League players. They're kind of like League and, Gacha players, yeah. Yeah, have you ever seen the Gacha players on Twitter? They're like some of the most toxic people ever, yeah. Alright, yeah. Alright, now the Gacha players, Gacha players on Twitter, they kind of alright, some of the really toxic ones, okay? Well, I shouldn't say it's all Gacha players, really. Most of the Gacha players are actually pretty cool, but, some of the really toxic ones are, not very good, no. I shouldn't generalize, no. I feel like that would be a little too mean. And I'm supposed to be a, excellent good guy, yeah. I shouldn't do things that are mean. I shouldn't generalize or, do things that are mean. Now, I'm pretty sure, in comic books, superheroes do make quite a bit of mistakes. Now, though, usually we don't try to reward that kind of behavior. I'm looking at you, DC and Marvel. Usually when things like that happen, we try to retcon that, you know, by saying it's supervillain mind control. Or something silly like that, yeah. You know. Yeah, seeing those people, I have to warn those people not about a quarter of the about as square as toxic as when I played MMORPGs. Yeah. I remember World of Warcraft players were kind of, you know, kind of known for being a bit sweaty. You know, kind of being sweats. Ooh, Baron. Alright, now I'm told this place is kind of super important for, you know, recruiting the fourth character. IVK Games closing multiple servers at the height of my toxicity, I joked. Alright, we have time for a short tour. Hey, Mr. Gray, don't run off. Don't run off, we need... Alright, now. Yeah, let's explore at our leisure. Alright, hopefully Mr. Gray is, you know, okay and, you know, doesn't get himself in trouble. By, you know, just running off, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Where, you know, where anything could happen. You know, such as an evil scorpion appearing and, you know, stabbing everybody with, you know, poison spears. You know, like one of those scorpion men from you know, Shantae or something. You know, that's what... Oh, wow, I got some tickets. Oh, you don't have the game set up? No. Why do you not have the game set up? Holy Silver Rapier. No Silver Tiara. Top Hat, which, you know, is basically Milady. It's basically the hat of Milady, you know, Tibbs Fedora. You know, it's basically the Victorian era fedora. You know, not even gonna lie a little bit. Yeah, not even gonna lie, you know, it's basically a fedora. You know, except for, you know, except for Victorian people. Alright, now if I were a mini metal, where would I hide? Alright, I'll look inside the inn. Oh wow, this inn, you know, really looks nice. Alright, we got some strong marijuanas. Alright, I can't get inside the blue doors. Alright, I have to, you know, find the magic key too, you know, sometime soon. Alright, I'm sure I know where the magic key might be. What's a coincidence? I have strong marijuanas too. I mean, of course you do, Phil. Why would you not? Of course you do, Phil. Why would you not? Why wouldn't you have strong marijuanas? Alright now, it's my job as a superhero to basically tell you that, you know, you shouldn't do a crime as cool as smoking weed. You know, I'm supposed to say that drugs are bad or something because some government mandated to do that. You know, quite literally, you know, back in the day, people used to, you know, basically make that a government mandate. Billy got a pointy hat, yay. Oh, I found a mini medal! I'm doing it legally. Even though it's legal, we have to still do our government mandated duty, yeah. Actually, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that now. Alright now. We're not gonna, you know, do the government, you know, thing about, you know, drugs being bad. Unless it's like Tiny Toons. In which case we're gonna make fun of it. 70% of us voted for it. I stopped obeying the government at the point of them telling me I can't do something like the majority of us voted for. Exactly. Don't let the government... Alright now. Yeah, you don't have to... Alright now. Remember, if authorities are wrong and unfair, it's, you know, perfectly okay to not obey them. You know, I'm just gonna tell you that outright. I know a lot of fiction, you know, tells you that obedience is a good thing. And I know a lot of people are gonna tell you a whole bunch of different things, okay? But, you know, please be careful about that, okay? Don't just believe things blindly, especially when you see them on the news or on the internet. Unjust law should not be obeyed. You know my response to those people? It's 2 words. What? Fuck off. Oh. Oh, a woman's in danger. Uh-oh. A monster? Oh no, we must save them. Oh no, it's a bat. No, it's a bat. Oh no. I don't like this. This is anti-bat propaganda. No. I don't like this. Anti-bat propaganda. I am not a brute. I am not a brute. Alright, fill in, prepare your... Oh no.
It need not come to that.
Oh no, an evil bat. No. No, 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 no. Bats are not cute. I am not cute, but I'm not... But, you know, this is anti-bat propaganda. I don't like anti-bat propaganda. Alright, now we got, you know, boss bat here. Wait, I think I should do flying knee to the face. Alright, I don't actually know what he's gonna do. Alright, alright now, to buff everyone's defense, go oomph, flying knee to the face. Oh no, not the sweet breath. Oh wow, ow, 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 he stings. Alright, flying knee to the face. Alright now, do we have anything that, alright now. Alright now, what sort of things are these guys weak to? Yeah, shit, I don't know what he's weak to. Alright, what the hey, I'll just, you know, use Kazap. Right now, I might as well... Alright, now. I will use Magic Barrier. Alright, let's see. Alright, Kazap seems to work. Flying Knee. Oh no, he's casting Fizzle. No! Gray is, you know, stopped from casting spells. That's not good. Oh well, you still have your abilities. Let's go Lightning Slash. Alright, do we have something that, you know... Alright, let's go Channel Anger. Let's go Channel Anger to boost spells. And then let's go knee. Let's do the Flying Knee. Alright, now I am very good at, you know, aerial martial arts. Obviously, I have bat wings, yeah. Sometimes I even incorporate my bat wings into martial arts. Lord Pazuzu? Lord Pazuzu, what are you talking about? Alright, Villain, that's right, get wrecked. He wasn't so formidable after all. Yeah, don't underestimate the enemy. He didn't turn into purple smoke.
Though I suppose the chance remains that we have only faced...
Ray, how dare you? Uh-oh. Ray, you're pissing off the villain. Though I perish, I will not perish alone. Uh-oh. He's casting Toxic. No, he's casting Toxic. No, he just casted Toxic on Gray. No. Gray's been toxified. No. No, Gray's been toxic. Gray, he's toxic now. Oh no, why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Oh no, why am I toxic? Why am I toxic? Oh no, Gray, no, he's been toxified. Why am I toxic? 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 You know what? Alright, I should get an animated emote that, you know, is basically just why am I toxic? Gotcha games. Yeah, yeah. Funny enough, you know, the streamer I got that from, you know, Mr. DSB Gaming, he's like super into, you know, gotcha games and, you know, constantly begs for money from his audience, you know, that he says it's going towards bills and groceries, then, you know, repairs, but, you know, he wasted on gotcha games.
We would abandon you.
Yeah, imagine manipulating your audience for gotcha game money. Yeah, by the way, I'm over $500 million. I'm over $500,000 in debt. Yeah, and I need you to give me money. Yeah, it's only going towards my, you know, debt, and totally not so I can, you know, get Plumeria on Fire, get Plumeria and Olivia on Fire Emblem Heroes. Or, you know, get those sweet, you know, winter banners of you today. Totally not going towards the winter banners. Yeah, I'm totally not trying to get that Ike and Marth Harmonized hero. He needs him to live. Right. Yeah, sure. That's not lying. Those are groceries in game. Obviously, waifus are produce. I mean, waifus are basically the meat and bones of the game. But you know, but you know, GSP wasted on WWE champions. You know, he's basically wasting it on sweaty men instead of cute waifus. Because DSP has this thing about waifus, he's like, ugh, waifus are gross and ugly, and they're like super gross and perfect and all that. Alright now. Yeah. That's not even a good game, that game. There will never be they never made a good WWE game ever. I mean, that is, super true, yeah. Super duper true, yeah. Alright, do. Wait, what is this? Yeah, alright now, okay. Alright now, so... Alright now, there's gotta be somebody who knows something to do. Alright, there's gotta be somebody who knows something to do. Alright now. Yeah, can you hear my friend? He's kind of poisoned. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Alright, so what am I supposed to do next? Oh, hey, what's all this down here? Alright, there's gotta be something down here besides these two pots. File of holy water, file of magic water. Alright, do we have nose for treasure? Yeah, there's one more treasure somewhere around here. Alright, there's one more treasure somewhere around here. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, magic armor. Nice. Alright, magic armor will be very good. Alright, where's the magic armor? Oh, it's actually worse. Actually worse than what I have right now. Alright, do. The priest is, a good man. Alright now, I need to find... Alright, is there a way to, get Gray back? Gray, are you gonna be okay? Alright, there's gotta be something in here. I mean, maybe something will happen when I try to leave town, maybe? Alright, maybe something will happen when I leave town. Alright, maybe we should... Alright, I think I know what to do. Alright, I'm just gonna go... Alright. Oh wait, it does say I need to go to Kanek. Okay, I should have just done that. Okay, I should have checked the map first. Alright, that's my fault. Alright, we need to tell them that something bad happened to Gray. Don't worry, he'll hold on. Alright, we need to get over there. We need to recruit Mira. Alright now. Hey, Mr. Priest, do you know something? Perhaps I should have told them. Uh-oh, H-Priest? No, this is for the best. It's all for the best. Mr. Priest, what aren't you telling us? Mr. Priest, why aren't you telling us? I mean, you can tell us we just... Alright, now. And it seems like Mr. Bat, didn't like us, didn't like, Gray mocking them, after they got defeated. Alright now. Mr. Bat, engaged in much bully against us now. Oh, excuse me, oof. Darn, I'm sorry. Hey, we got bad news. Mr. Gray, got cursed by a monster, and yeah, we need to find medicine for him.
Good goddess.
Yeah, boy.
A curse and a passing.
Alright now. By the way, I wonder if the fairies are still in this game, yeah.
Of course.
A leaf from the world tree. A world tree.
World tree.
The source of all life. It said the leaves possess the power to heal any ailment.
Tell us.
Alas.
Royal line of Renderdark, but alright now. But no longer exists. Explained by Harkonnen and his minions when they raised the kingdom all those years ago.
Raise the kingdom.
Oh, that's probably why they, slew everybody. Alright, that's probably, alright, yeah. Yeah, there is no good WWE game, yeah. Well, alright now. The ones that they have now are basically all trash anyway. Not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure the bugginess of, yeah, nothing, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're made like by 2K or something like that. And 2K's, kind of, not a very good company, Yeah, they don't make good games. Yeah, they're one of those AAA publishers that, makes a whole bunch of nonsense, They're one of those sorts of game companies, yeah. Alright, so where's Brennan? Alright, now I should go right on over there, yeah. Alright, I wonder where I find the magic key then. Alright, it's gotta be in some... Alright, now. I didn't really explore everywhere too much. Oh, wait.
You there. From where do your parents hail?
Wait, what's that over there? Mira! Mira! Please join us on our journey. We need you. We need you to join us.
What of you?
Wait, you think I know something about Yggdrasil? Darn it, nobody knows about the leaf of Yggdrasil.
Would you care to... Oh,
Would you believe me if I said we were out for a stroll? Yeah, it kind of looked like you were hitting up, random citizens for, random citizens for information about the Yggdrasil leaf.
across the great...
Yeah, by the way, in most Dragon Quest games, Yggdrasil leaf... Alright, surely all of you can understand how I feel, yes. Of course, I want Gray back in the party too, because, he's kind of essential. Also, he has a boomerang. And, boomerangs are kind of, the fun weapon. And I want more fun weapons.
You needn't apologize. We must instead focus our efforts on finding someone from Renderak. They, and only...
But did your father not say this was a secret of the royal line? And none of that line escaped?
Yeah, none of them escape with their lives, but even if there's the slightest chance I cannot... We're not heroes destined to save the world. How am I meant to save anyone if I cannot even save my own stupid brother? I mean, that's not... he started... Alright, now.
Lower your voices, I pray you.
Let us speak indoors where nobody can hear. Yes, I know. Alright, now. Shoot, I said... Indoors, I said. Yeah, he's probably wanting to keep that information, like, super private.
Is something amiss?
No.
You sure? Let us talk in, huh? Alright, so this is gonna be super private information. And this is gonna be super private, pepperoni secret information.
Father,
Most perceptive for one.
My health is not what it once was.
Yet I am not beset by any. The same cannot be said of your companion.
his life's flame which bringeth us back.
Please, we would be...
First, you must promise that what I tell you will never leave the confines.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the innkeeper can hear us.
Thank you. Pray.
Pretty sure the innkeeper can hear us.
You must needs head eastwards.
Oh well, from there, still east, and you'll find an island home of an ancient forest. The tree Yggdrasil can be found deep within. According to a legend, a single leaf falleth from her branches once every blue moon.
And this leaf can heal.
If the legend is to, 'tis said that the leaf that
You'll any affliction known to man. Uh-oh.
it could yet prove your.
Yeah, is that a coincidence? Alright, now.
Hope that you can forgive me for keeping.
Yeah, we kind of, you know, fought a bunch of, we kind of fought a, you know, bat to get here. Yeah, I don't like the anti-bat propaganda either. I'm not a brute. I'm not a brute bat, no. I don't go around, you know, cursing people for no reason. The only kind of people who should be, or the only kind of people who should be cursed are villains that, you know, will otherwise get away with, you know, they're evil. Wait, is that something that the hero should be doing? You know, just cursing people just because they can get away with their evil?
Good. Then I shall away to Yggdrasil.
Hey, we need to stick together. We need to stick together.
Thou needst not concern that entering the forest is...
Reversing is another matter.
After all, it would not do for anyone to chance upon the source of all life. The forest testeth all the... Take this, and the wood...
The forest favor. Yeah, we got the forest favor, so we can, you know, get through the forest.
We are in your debt. Come.
Yeah, he did go over... Alright, now, I have been over there, you know, with the... Alright, I have something to confess. I've kind of already been over to Yggdrasil. I mean, I've kind of already been over to Yggdrasil's Arbor. I found out it was completely impassable, though. I went over there because I was looking for many medals, you know, get. Alright, she's kind of stuck here. Yeah, we're joining up with you.
There you all are.
Come a moment, if you will.
Your parents have no idea you're out here? Of course not. Papa would never have allowed it. He's so frightfully dull.
Allowed it. He's so...
Then it is incumbent upon us to see that your poor brother is...
Don't worry, I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure right now.
Fear not. There will be no need for you to make...
I prefer to let her in anticipation of such an eventuality.
An anticipation. After all, it would hardly have been responsible of me to...
Come on, but besides, you know, we're all the Scions of Erdrick. We need to stick together, yeah. We need to stick together like, you know,
And I would see it full
like, stuff that sticks together, yeah. Oh, I know, the weather. The weather always sticks together, yeah. You remember that from Deltarune, right? Alright now, come on Mira, come with us. Come with us, learn critical claim. Learn critical claim, become a thief. Become an expert thief. Become Cliff the Trap Maneuver. Hey, what? Hey, the, you know, weird illusionary fog, you know, did it.
Could this be the work?
Oh, the weird illusionary fog lifted. Wait, is she not joining us officially yet? Frick, she's not joining us officially yet. No, well, that's okay. That's okay, you know, I didn't want her to join officially anyway. Oh, there's something here. Oh, we got some special medicine. Also known as Sweet Sweet Mary Jane. The Rumblebees, uh-oh. Oh no, that's twice the that's, you know, Rumble. Oh no, they're ready to rock it. First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll, then we're gonna gotta go. X gonna give it to you, X gonna give it to you. Another adversary purified. Adversary is purified. No, alright now. You promised you're happy. I have a smile for most of a while. I have a smile for most of a while. You promised you're happy here. You promised you'll come. You promised you're happy here. You promised you'll come. Alright, now open that treasure chest. See the defense. Nice. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record. Oh no, is that Muddy Hands? Oh man. Dun 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 dun. Slime beneath me, slime up above. Dun 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 dun. Oh well, since we're gonna be playing, since we're gonna be playing Kingdoms of Dump, probably, maybe tomorrow. Oh, mini medal, nice. I ain't gonna be playing more Kingdoms of Dump, maybe sometime soon. So, I'm probably gonna sing Hexus' theme over there. Since, obviously I have to sing Hexus' theme over there, yeah. I have to sing Toxic Love when playing that game, yeah. Since I'm gonna be going up against, toxic waste monsters. Yeah, they're made from toxic waste from another place. Okay. So that means I have to, Alright, so means I have to, that means I have to make fun of them. I mean, dunk on them with memes. About them being toxic. Alright now. Team toxic, team toxic. Alright now. Let's lower the boom. Alright now, boom, I want you in my room. Which coincidentally, Puff Puff is in the game. And guess who has it? Boom, I want you in my room. By the way, Puff Puff is the greatest move ever, yeah. Alright now, abilities. Let's do... Alright, now, ooh, we got Cutting Edge, nice. Yeah, we got Cutting Edge, nice. Alright, we got Cutting Edge, alright now, Multi-Fist. Alright now, let's do it. Alright now, lower the boom. Boom, I want you in my room. Alright now, we got boom, baby. Boom, I want you in my room. Boom, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Dun 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 dun. Alright now, we got some man eaters. She's a man eater. Alright now. She's a man eater. She's a man-eating eater. She's a man-eater. This is one and only game. Alright, villains, prepare yourselves for purification. Alright, now, purification in progress, let's go. Okay, Mira, go. Go, Mira, go. Go. Alright now. Face down, we're not kidding around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground, and I've come too far to let them down. Get up. We're all here for the scene, and it seems it's gonna be me walking away with my new crown. It's an arms race. Oh no, final villains draw near. Alright, villains, prepare yourselves for purification. Alright, now more adversaries purified. Adversaries have been made pure. Alright, more adversaries have been made pure. The adversaries disappear. Alright now. You promised you're happy here. You promised you'll come. This gang, old pals of yours and mine, we're the first of the bunch to... They're the first of the bunch to fall into line. Alright now, purification, go. Alright now, alright, adversary is purified. Alright now. Gee, those were happy days. Gee, those were happy days. I have a smile for most of a while. I have a smile for most of a while. You promised you're happy here. You promised you're calm. You promised you're happy here. You promised you're calm. Gee, those were happy days. Gee, those were happy days. Gee, those were happy days. Do 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 do. I should probably turn down the volume a little bit. I think the volume might be a little too high. Sorry, I had it turned up because I wanted to listen to the music. You know, alright now, but you know, I don't want it to catch. I don't want it to catch in background noise. I have a smile for most of a while. I have a smile for most of a while. You promised you're happy here. You promised you'll come. You promised you're happy here. Alright, multi-fist, go! Lower the boom. Alright, now lower the boom on all of them. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 I want you in my room. Alright now, da 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 da. It's the one and only D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg. Alright now, da 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 da. It's the one and only D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg. Smoke weed. Smoke, smoke, smoke weed. Smoke, smoke, smoke weed. Smoke weed. Every day. Smoke, 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 smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke weed. Smoke weed. Every day. Alright now. Alright now, SmackDown. We're not getting around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground, and I have come too far to let them down. Get up, get up, get up. We're all in. We're all here for the scene where it seems it's gonna be me walking away with my new crown. Leaving you here face down. Alright now. Alright now, we're gonna leave all the villains face down, yeah. Alright, get set. It's an arms race. Get set, it's an arms race. Get set, it's an arms race. Get set, it's an arms race. Every day I remember. Alright now. Wait, is that Yggdrasil from, Dragon Quest XI? Yo, it's Dragon Quest XI. Time magic. Time magic, go! I summoned Time Wizard in attack mode. And I also summoned Baby Dragon. Alright now, we're gonna use time, we're gonna go, alright now, time to spin the wheel. Spin the win. Alright now, we must hurry from this wood. We must hurry from this hollow wood. Alright, we got the, sacred, we got the special leaf. We got the leaf. Alright now, we just need to make the tea from it, yeah. Alright now, my favorite tea is Oolong tea, yeah. Also known as Sinistea. From Pokemon. Yeah, it also comes in matcha flavor, yeah. Matcha, matcha. Matcha, matcha, it's a way of life! Alright now. I remember when Hawlucha, Mega was first revealed, and I was like, yo, it looks like Rey Mysterio. Yeah, kind of reminded me of Metro Lucha, yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Yay, Gray's back! Alright, now we got the gang all back together now. Alright, alright, gang. Thank you so much, that brew really worked wonders. That's right, you're not- alright now. Alright now, be careful of the nefarious monsters and their evil curses, yeah. Alright now. Beware of nefarious monsters and their evil curses. Alright now, curses, I've been foiled again. Probably brute bat or something like that. Yeah, it's like one bad bat. You know, it's not just, you know, a bad bat, it's the bad bat. You know, like the ones from Majora's Mask. Those are some real mad bats. That are like bad bats. Ray! By the way, your sister's here. By the way, I cannot stand, sister. We will see you return to Kennick. No! No. We need Mira to come with us? I disagree. Wait, you do? I do. But I assumed your objections would be the strongest. Objection! Objection! No! Objection! The defense would like to argue nuh-uh. Yeah, sort of like the Trotchula case. Yeah, man. It's so funny that the only... It's so funny how many VTubers I know only from the drama. Yay, Gray and Mira rejoined the party, yay! Yay, Mira's joined the party, finally! Yeah, we love Mira! Alright, we love Mira! Lucha. It's a way of life. Alright now. Alright now. Late to the party, yeah. Alright, yeah, praising power of Peep. Alright. Peepers. Where did you get those peepers? Whoa, she has roundhouse kick. Oh yeah, she's like Chuck Norris. Alright now. Cue the Walker Texas Ranger theme, yeah. Oh wait, by the way, we are playing Kingdoms of Jump and we're gonna be playing as, you know, Walker Jocket for a little bit. Alright now. I wonder if that's like an intentional reference. Oh, she's got fizz and frizzle and crack and crackle. Crack! Alright now, I know I have a few spell scrolls somewhere. Alright, Ka-clang. Clang in the city. Alright, you can learn Ka-clang. Alright now, Ka-clang I don't really have much use for. Alright now, we need you to have Ka-clang because you're the guy with Omni-heal. You're the guy with Omni-heal, so we need you to have Ka-clang. So you can remain invulnerable. Alright now, Mira, you can learn Bang. You can learn Big Bang, and then you can learn Kaboom. And then you can learn the Boom spells. And alright now. Hey, it allows her to learn the Boom spells, right? Alright now, who can learn Buff? By the way, I wish I had Kabuff. I wish I had a Kabuff scroll. Alright, you can learn Buff. Alright now, and you can of course learn Snoop. Snoop Dogg! Da 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 da! It's the one and only D-O-double-G, Snoop Dogg! Yeah, we got Snoop, we can finally see where all the hidden objects are. We can see where the hidden objects are, yeah! Nice. Alright now that everybody's together, you cannot leave your friends behind. Of course we can't leave our friends behind. What sort of hero, you know, leaves their friends behind? They're powered by the power of friendship, yeah. Yeah, and also this gun I just found, yeah. This gun I just found is a very powerful power of, you know, friendship, yeah. It's a gun, it's basically a magic pheromone gun that, you know, overwhelms the enemies with the power of true love. Yeah, also, you know, yeah, it kind of cures their, you know, lovesickness by overwhelming them with ecstasy. So much so that it knocks them unconscious. Oh, I got the priest missive. So, what do I do with that? I got the priest missive. Nice. Go on ahead. I will rejoin you shortly. Sure thing. So, Phoebe, alright, Phoebe, why are you wanting to stay behind with the priest? Alright now, isn't it rare she's apologizing for all the time he wasted watching over you?
She's apologizing for all.
Do you think I ought to offer him a word myself? Please don't. You don't say something so you make it worse. Mira, please be nice. Please be nice to your brother. Now, where are we?
Now, where were...
Alright, surely you're apologizing for burdening the old man with my brother.
For burdening that.
Alright, yeah, something along those lines. Shall we be going then?
Um,
I must think me an awfully old poor. I applaud me to apologize, please.
Apologize.
No, your intentions are well, cousin. You do lack a certain tact.
I...
No, please don't be mean. No, we got more sass added to the party.
Nice to say about
We got a bunch of sass. We got right now. Come on, evil waits for no man. That's true, yeah. Come on, Gray. Come on, Gray. Let's go. Alright, come on, Gray. Let's go. We got the band back together. Alright now. Alright now. Through the flowery bed, up and down again. Fa la 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 la. Alright now, what kind of weapons can you use? Oh, Rose Whip, nice. Alright, I'll give you a Rose Whip. Alright now, let's see. Learner Shield, I don't think I can use that one. I don't think I should use the Learner Shield. You know, just saying, that seems like kind of a bad idea. Alright, since this one's not currently equipped. Since that one's not currently equipped, I might as well. Alright, ooh, a Madcap. Alright, I think I should wear... Oh wait, do we want the... Alright, maybe a top hat would be better. Right, I think I should have her wear the Giga Steel. Alright, get an Agility Ring. Agility Ring, and let's get her... Actually, let's get her 2 Rabbit Tails. Oh, whoops, you're missing a couple of your accessories, aren't you? Right now, you get to have a Recovery Ring. Whoop. No, I want you to have, No, I don't want you to have the Strength Ring. Alright, since I don't want you to have your... No, wait, I should probably... Where's the... Alright, where's the boomerang? Yeah. And also, you should have the Madcap, yeah. Alright, now, there we go. Alright, we should get you something better to use. Alright, now, let's get you... Alright, let's get you the gold cert. Let's get you gold. Alright, the light shield's slightly better. Oh, she can use boomerangs. Alright, she can use boomerangs. Alright now. Both Evil and Time wait for no man. Alright now, sorry about all that. Sorry about all the menuing. Sorry about all the menuing, I deeply apologize for that. Alright, now that I have got that out of the way. Alright, now they got the Priest Mistiff. Alright, now let's see, where can I... Oh wait, I should probably look around. Alright, now I should probably look around here, yeah. I should certainly look around here, yeah. I agree with that. I agree that evil waits for no man, and we better, you know, get out there and, you know, solve it. We better get out there and solve it to the best of our abilities, then. Alright, we're gonna have to go all the way around. Right, I remember. Alright, you think I remember that about this town, because, you know, I just played Dragon Quest I, and, you know, this is a location from Dragon Quest I. Makes me kind of wonder if Square Enix just, copied the floppy of the assets and, then, just changed everything, about it. Whoop. Now, whoops. Alright, whoops, I should probably, have been more careful about, staying near the wall. That was my fault. That was 100% my fault. Oh, nice, a pot. Alright, whoop, that's a basket. Alright, now let's go inside here. Waiting for the line of key makers after such trial and error, I was finally able to repeat my ancestors' crowning achievement at crafting an unbreakable magic key. I set out in Tantagel enjoying the fame to wave around so pridefully in a boat between here and there, and then I did drop it in the sea. Uh-oh. You dropped it in the sea? Oh no, so where exactly is it? Between here and Tantagel, huh? Alright, now. Okay, so she's like confirming that's in the sea somewhere. Alright, now. Alright, she was on her way to Tantagel to do that, huh? Well, I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Oh, whoa, come on. Come on, that's not what I wanted. Sorry about that, I should probably get away from the town. Alright, between here and Tantagel, huh? Alright, Tantagel is right on over there, huh? Now, whoops. Alright, we better take care of all these monsters. I mean, is Mirabelle not to— Alright, Mirabelle is probably not to obey orders. I kind of forgot to change that. I kind of wish it was, on obey orders by default, but, it's whatever, really. Better just make sure of that. Right now, on their way to Tantagel, he dropped it in the sea somewhere. Oh, come on now. Now, please, no, don't fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep, please. Alright, now please do not fall asleep. It's a little unfair that they get a first turn. Alright, now this time, please don't give the enemies a first turn. Alright, now. Where they can do stuff like put ailments on me. Alright, so I will have to look up the location of where the magic key actually... Alright, so it's lost somewhere in the sea. Alright, I don't know exactly where it is, so... If you don't mind, I'm just gonna, use my friend, Google to look it up. Where is the magic key? Dragon... I mean, I'm not looking for Dragon Quest 3, I'm looking for Dragon Quest 2. Oh. Oh, so I have to, alright, so I have to advance the story somewhere. Alright, so it appears alright, now. I might as well look for more places. Alright, I might as well investigate the other 4 places then. I might as well investigate the other places then. Alright, now. It's a priestess, Farewell, huh? Alright, now. Alright, now, let's see, wait, don't we already have that unlocked? I'm sure we do, yeah. Alright, now, where is it? Shipwright Shrine? Alright, let's look around over there. Ow. Alright, now, where on Shipwright Shrine should we look? Oh wait, what's that over there? Alright, what is this over here? Alright, I have not been here. Alright, I have not been over here, so I might as well check it out. Zahan, huh? Alright, so there must be something we can do over here. Alright, so... right now, I see a place to go, but, you know... obviously, we should look around a little bit, you know, see what we can find around here. To pilfer. I mean, borrow for our, you know, heroic quest, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely not stealing, yeah. We're just kind of, doing some, borrowing, yeah. We're just, borrowing, yeah. Oh, there's the mini-medal. Alright, we found a mini-medal. Alright, nice. We found a mini-medal. How many does that bring us up to? Alright, how many do we have? Oh, 44. Alright, now. An item shop, alright. Gotta be good stuff in here. Hi there, so what can we buy? Alright, none of these items look very good. None of those items look very good, sorry. Alright, now let's look around a little more. Oh, we haven't checked the inn. Oh, excuse me. Nothing in that barrel. Alright, there doesn't appear to be much here. Alright, what are you gonna tell me? Oh, file and seal it. Oh, right, there's bags. Alright, I guess I should search these bags real quick. Ooh, a dose of strong medicine, nice. Ooh, a couple doses of strong medicine, nice. I found some, you know, dank medical marijuana, yeah. I found some reefer, guys. Reefer. Alright, what's going on here? You there. Wait, what do you mean? You came by ship, did you not? Did you tell me, did any fishermen endeavoring to reach the village... did you see any fishermen endeavoring to reach the village on your journey? No. No, did we see anybody like that? No. I do not believe so. Why, is something amiss? My husband and his crew set sail some days ago, but none of them but no one has seen them since. I believe they have run aground on some island, finding themselves unable to return until their ship is repaired. Yeah, you cannot help but fear that the worst has come to pass. Yes. From what exactly? I know I should tell myself that my dear Sylvester is no more, yet I still hope. That one day he will appear at my door as if nothing is amiss at all. A full straight dream, I know, but one that cuts me to the quick. It hurts me that I did not even say goodbye. Tell us, good fishwife, whether was your husband headed? Wherefore? We are journeying across the realm to bring peace to people's hearts. That's right, yeah. We're being good heroes, yeah. If we can help you find your husband, it would be an honor. But his ship is wrecked, so yours might be. Would I ask you to take such a risk? Could I? Sure, we can do it. We have the resolve to face any danger. Speak to the man intending to vote. Is he a fellow fisherman? Alright, now, is he gonna tell us that, mermaids were responsible and, the mermaids are gonna turn out to actually be cool? Oh, hey, we found a tangle web. Nice. Spooderman does whatever a spooder can. Alright, now. You spin me right round, baby. Ooh, I see the stamina. Nice. Oh, I see a bag in here. So let me, look inside. Alright, I'm just stealing a little bit of money. That's weird. My purse feels... Alright, now. Hey, that's weird. The purse, feels a little lighter. It kind of happened when those strangers, kind of visited this island, yeah. You don't think they kind of, stole from us, do you? Yeah, actually, I think that's exactly what they did. Alright, now. Last fishing trip, I had to remain behind that day. Came down with a nasty illness. Knew we'd be a blessing in disguise. Alright, now, Alright, now. Why in the God's name would you do that? The mermaids will devour your life. Wait, mermaids? Mermaids? Oh, no. No! Not Dragon Quest XI's, storyline again, no! The mermaids are gonna be cool, aren't they? The mermaids aren't gonna be Did you say mermaids? Yes, those sirens have led many a man to assume me. Maybe you think the stuff of fairy tales, but I assure you, they're all too real. Oh, no, it's one of those fishing villages that, dislikes the mermaids. Alright, now? And, surely that guy has not run off with a mermaid, I mean, they probably, lured it. They probably, use her song to brainwash him and, lure him into the water and then, decide, yeah, with their, #1 signal. Yeah. Oh no, if the self-saving boasted from receiving from his blooded. The creatures pulled him in an entire ship down to the sea den. Yeah, alright, they took the earring and trained it to an islet to the west together with a set of sacred claws. The divine power might wipe away the mermaid's evil, or sever a connection with them once and for all. The Buster thought was superstition, and he blamed the man's demise on bad luck in stormy seas. Oh no. Alright now, Mir and Phoebe will keep it. Alright now. Nice. Now we're groveling at your feet. Was that not enough? Alright now. Alright now. Alright, alright now. Alright now. Hey, so maybe we should, get your right now. Oh, say, what's inside here? Oh, what is this place? I see some locked doors. Oh, I see some danger. I see some danger. Wait, do I have a spell that, prevents me from... Do I have a spell that, prevents me from taking damage on the floor? Alright, the door's locked. Alright, now we should probably put on... Alright, those doors are locked behind ultimate keys, aren't they? Alright, now. Alright, now, if I had a caster, it's gonna... Alright, now. Now let's zoom out. Alright, it looks like it's right on over there. Alright, it looks like I'll have to set sail. Alright, the effective safe patches just ended, but that's okay. I don't really need it anymore. Ah, excuse me. Alright, that's a, fire. That's a shrine of fire. Alright, now our destination goes all the way over there, huh? Well, that should be fine. Set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. Alright, now. Oh no, king squids, uh-oh. No, we got some, squiddy boys on top of us. Alright now, alright now. Alright now, alright now. Kazap! Alright now, let's take him down. Kaboom! Alright now, knock him down. Face down, we're not kidding around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground. Alright, mirror's like level 20. Oh, excuse me, oof. Alright, I will take a strength ring. Alright, Mira, you can have. Alright, now. Alright, Mira, why don't you put on nothing shoes for a little bit? So you can get a little bit of XP. Just from walking around. Since you're lower level than us, it'll be more effective. Alright, I do see there's another location, but I'm not gonna go over there. Alright, now let's go. Alright, no, more villains. More villains that we have to purify. Alright, go, Phoebe, go. Alright, go, Ceres, go. Alright, Mira, won't be doing much fighting, but Alright, Mira won't be doing much fighting for right now. We'll try our best to keep her alive. At least I hope we can do that. I really hope we can do that. Come on, great, there we go, yeah. Alright, now we're able to beat these guys, fairly easily now. Now we have 4 people in our party, that's good. Man, it's really good to have, like, 4 people in our party. Alright, now. Uh-oh, bad guys. Oh no, vile villains. Vile villains draw near. Alright, now knock them down. Face down, we're not kidding around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground. And I've come too far to let them down. Get up, get up, get up. We're all here for the scene where it seems it's gonna be me walking away with my new crown. Get set. It's an arms race. Alright, now Kazap. Knock him down with lightning. Grease lightning, go, go, grease lightning. Do 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 do. What was that shiny object? Wait, see shiny objects. Oh no, bad guys! No! Oh no! Oh no, is that a bomb? Oh no, that's a bomb boulder. I don't like those. I don't like those. Those are mean. Those are mean. All right, now we better take him down. Come on, come on! Don't let him get the first move. Don't let him move. Don't let him get any first moves. All right, yeah, knock him down. All right, grab the shiny object. Sparring shoot and strength ring. Ooh, we got a 3rd strength ring. Nice. Nice. Alright, now face down. We're not kidding around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground, and I've come too far to let them down. Get up, get up, get up. We're all in. We're all here for the scene where it seems it's gonna be me walking away with my new crown. Get set. It's an arms race. Alright, now Mira's about to level up. Hey. Choose Sarah, vote for Sarah Berry. Choose Sarah, vote Sarah. Vote Sarah, choose Sarah, vote for Sarah Berry. Alright, now knock him down. Face down, we're not kidding around. Ooh, Mirabelle, level up. Level up! Yeah, that's right. That's right. Face down, we're not kidding around. What's that sound? Your pride hitting the ground. And I've come too far. Alright now. Just, with some potentially evil mermaids, even though I know they're probably not evil because, this is Dragon Quest. And, mermaids are traditionally not evil, but, mermen are. Maybe they're confusing them with mermen. Maybe the people who are afraid of mermaids in the Dragon Quest universe are just confusing them with mermen. I'd say that's a, easy mistake to make. I mean, mermen are, on the side of evil, but mermaids are, very beautiful and cute. So this is the place which the fisherman in Zahan spoke. The rock certainly seemed deadly enough, even without mermaids to lure them shoreward. Any fisherman would have sailed too close to them. Any fisherman who sailed too close would find themselves in trouble. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, bad guys! Bad guys! Bad guys! Uh-oh, monsters! Watch out. Monsters! Those are mermen! Wait, those are not mermaids, those are mermen! Those are not mermaids. What the heck were their villagers on about? These are not mermaids. Alright, kazap! Yeah, blow them up with lightning! Yeah, get zapped! The matter mermen have been defeated, yeah. Take that, villains! Take that, vile villains! Get purified. That's right, get purified. Alright now. All vile alright now. Perhaps it was not mermaids that caused the accident, which we could tell, but monsters. I will wager your best boots upon it, my dear brother. Let's listen and investigate further, but here in a cave. There may be more of them. Alright now, we must purify them. Fancy that, those beasts are dead. I thought they'd never go. We owe these little ones our thanks. Come on, let's say hello. Wait, what? Wait, what? Somebody's here. Who's over here? Oh no, somebody's here. The sister, those are human children. Shouldn't we be worried? They'll see our scales and sell at the market. Ugh, humans are scary. Oh, that's why, you know, that's why they don't like mermaids, because they keep stealing their scales, and you know the mermaids are hostile.
What do you think their monster slaying means?
That they're a nicer kind of horde human beings. Hey, I don't know. Those voices, who the heck are they? Who the heck are they? They're obviously not human. Yeah, could it be more monsters? I hope not. Yeah, I don't think they're monsters.
Monsters, she says. Oh. We cannot have her thinking that.
Oh, where are they? Mermaids, real mermaids. Yo, mermaids, 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 mermaids.
Hello, humans. How'd you do? We didn't mean to. The name's Melinda, mermaid girl.
Gosh, those things are hateful, yeah.
Grateful.
Alright, it seems like they're confusing it with mermen. Alright, let's see. Alright, now. Me and Mama thought it was good night. Let me introduce my friend. This here is Yelly Poo. I forgot, besides her, it's Elaine to try you. Oh, does that mean... Alright, Melinda? They're usually quite careful to keep out of monster's sight, but staying hidden when someone's in danger isn't right. So some monsters got her. Some humans got hurt and we had to show our faces to those. Oh no. Perchance, did you say Sylvester? Do you know him? Yeah, where's Sylvester? Yeah, we're kind of looking at him. It just sounds how we helped him and his friend, you know? Oh, Mel, lovely, alright, lovely indeed in old Sylph's case. Wait, what? Oh, now. Shut you before I wipe that smirk right off your face. Anyway, alright, thanks to us that they lived to tell the tale. Now they're all healthy as the day as they first set sail. You nursed them all back to health? That we did indeed. All their boats was full. It was full as full could be. We made sure every one of them returned home safe from the sea. Oh no, alright now. That's right, if they hear we feared they might well be.
We had feared that they might. Indeed.
And that of the people sent him, I am sure. There many tears will we shed in return of those they feared lost. Oh, no, that's nice. Oh, the fair-faced... Alright, a fair-faced fisher fellow you'd like to make your own? Alright, now. Alright, now I'm just glad to... Alright, now we believe you. Now, they're nice mermaids. Alright, now. They're not like the ones you know in Hades. Alright, now. Alright, now. That whole Silly and the Sirens is definitely, you know, definitely a very cool band. Although they only have one hit signal. They only have one hit single? Yeah, their hit single is, you know, basically, you know, I'm gonna drown you and, you know, I'm gonna drown you and fill your lungs with water. Yeah, admittedly, admittedly, that's pretty much all there is to the song. Alright, let's do some snooping. Alright now. Alright, a seed of wisdom has been obtained. Alright now, I swear I will check the mermaids out later, but you know, I kind of want to, you know, I kind of want to do some, sleuthing. Angel Bell. Alright now, I admit that, you know, I admit Celia and the Sirens, you know, song is basically just, you know, basically one song. One song that, you know, they like to, you know, have a captive audience for. I mean, why, I mean... Right now, let's check quick nose for treasure. Right now, no more treasures on the island. Right, no more treasures? Right, we might as well speak with them, yeah.
Forgive us for interrupting once more, but you said you saw the fishermen of Zahar.
Yep.
You have.
Yes, please. Alright, now please return them.
Oh, there's no need.
Study back there with presents on the double. How marvelous! Perhaps his wife and his child will accompany him. Knowing how you're worried for his safety, I'm sure they're just as eager to say thank you as he.
Just as eager to say.
His what? His wife and child. Wait, what? Did he say something strange, perhaps? Yeah, you just said to the mermaid that was interested in him that, you know, that he, you know, was married and, you know, had a child. You know, the guy that she was interested in. Well, I can't, you know, be a homewrecker.
But he doesn't.
Gray, what are you doing? Gray, alright now. I'm sorry about that. Hey, Mira. Alright, I like Mira, she's saucy. He had a wife and child this entire time, not once did either of them ever seem to cross his mind.
Not once did either of
No, sister, we did not ask. I'm sure if we had, he would have told us then it was both a husband and a dad.
He was both.
Alright, come to think of it, we're fine. I don't think we'll be needing any presents. I don't think we'll be needing any presents not this time. You please tell Sylvester when you happen to meet him next that there's no need for him to come. Although the thought it was sweet.
To come. Although.
He's just returned to his beloved family, as we say. Besides, he might be attacked by horde monsters in the way, but... Besides, I doubt he'll bring us anything we'd really treasure. We're mermaids. He's a human, it's stretched by any measure. I see, yeah. Maybe saved his life and that's thanks for us enough. Wait, didn't the villagers think that, you know, they attacked you? That, you know, they attacked, you know, that guy? You know, bro. Alright now. Alright, so we better move on. You sure you're alright? After all, there's nothing I do. If he's happy, if he's someone happy, then I'm happy too. Uh-oh. Yeah, maybe we should be... Alright, maybe we should, you know, let them know that, you know, the mermaids are cool. Yeah, but we're not gonna do that. They're probably not gonna believe us if we did that. They're not gonna believe us if we tell them that mermaids are actually cool. Imagine, you know, imagine, you know, alright now. Nah, you be mermaids will slay sirens, no. Mermaids are you know, right now. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Not gonna drown you and fill your lungs with water. I mean, that is a good signal, but, you know, I don't think these mermaids would be very interested in that kind of signal. I don't think they'd be interested in that kind of signal. And I don't think they'd be very interested at all. Alright, just trying to find, you know, the right way to go back to that place. Alright, I do. Alright, now. Alright, let's use those for treasure. There's 3 treasures around here. Alright, there's 3 treasures somewhere. Right now, I have an... Alright, there's Savando. And his doggy. It seems that we return, all the more glad I would lose hope. Alright now. I am truly sorry, yeah. Your village owes the mermaids a great debt. Oh, hey, doggy. My husband's come home in high spirits, yeah. Don't worry, I'm used to dogs. I mean, Phoebe, you know, was a dog, yeah. Well, technically speaking, she was transformed into a dog, but, you know, she was kind of familiar with dogs. Let's have for One Piece, it's the name. Alright, good, alright now. Right now is for treasure. Let's get Snoop. Oh, there's a couple things we can snoop around here. Seed of Agility. Gold platter. A Chimera wing. I must have somehow missed a Chimera wing. Oh, there's a pot right over here. Alright, well, those are alright. Everything's been obtained. Just thought I'd look around for treasures. Alright, by the way, you're alright now. Alright, well, I wonder, is lucky my husband alive and well? Yeah, alright now, by the way. Believe it or not, he claims that some men were owe their safety to the mermaids. I struggle to believe it yourself, but it's true. I plan to return to them to deliver a token of gratitude. Alright now. As fate would have it, we come bring a message from the self-same mermaids. They wanted you to know you need to go to trouble of visiting them. Now, how selfless of them to put my safety above their own interests. Truly, their kindness is without limits, yet they saved my life. I cannot see this favor go unrewarded. The mermaids placed no barrier on you visiting them, did they? Could I trouble you to deliver a gift in my stead? Now that's an excellent idea. Let's see onto it that you receive your just reward. It should be our privilege, huh? Alright, so what's he wanting us to, give? Along with the set of enchanted claws? Wait, what? Oh wait, the enchanted claws, yeah. Wait, what? Alright, now. Right now we're alright. Oh. Right now, where's Gaggle Rock? Oh, excuse me. Oof. Wait, maybe we're not supposed to go there. Wait, Alright, now. Alright, I guess we have to go to a shrine that's right next door. But that's perfectly fine. We might as well go... Alright, we have to go to a shrine that's right next door. Alright, going now. Alright, now over here should be nice and simple to go to. Oh, Shipwright's Shrine, huh? Alright, now there's gotta be something good inside here. Wait, are those monsters? Hey, who are you two? Disco Demon. Wait, what? If it's a sigil, then I'm Hargon himself. They're supposed to have pictures on them, remember? They're not nearly as shiny. And what are you two doing here? More talk of sigils. Tell us, why do you seek them? What meaning do they have to your cause? I'll explain that they're hard. That hardly seems the effort when you'll be dancing on your own. Well, we'll soon be dancing on your own graves. Oh. Oh no, we're up against a couple of evil dancers. Right now, we're up against a couple of evil dancers, so we might as well be really careful about this. Right now, let's give Saris, you know, some. Now, Billy. Right now, I guess I'll go Shocking. I guess I'll Kabuff. Might as well Kabuff. Alright, Blow Kiss. I know, Mother Entranced. Well, that's not good. Alright, Channel Anger. Right now, I might as well heal you. And I'll go Kazap. Alright, there we go. That's a bunch of damage.
All is well. Heal.
Alright, Drain Magic. I gotta be careful about Mirabelle. They're kinda, you know, a little weak right now. Alright, might as well Kaboom. Might as well use Heal on yourself. Now go Kazap. Alright, Kaboom. Alright, Kazap. Oh, wow, that was easy. Alright, it was easy to take down a couple of evil dancers. I didn't even pay attention to their names, really. We're monsters. Easily defeated. Now, we did warn them. Even if we did not seek the earring for ourselves, it cannot allow something beautiful to fall into the hands of something so repulsive. Yeah, just give it years, you know, eventually monsters will, you know, come around to being allies. We got the pearl earring, nice. Hey, shall we get the claws too? Alright now. It suits the mermaids more than the monsters, so I'll let us return it to them. I can hardly wait to see the joy in their faces. Oh wait, should we take the claws with us? Look, a set of sacred claws. There you know. That's not gonna trigger a curse. That's not gonna trigger some sort of curse, is it? Oh, alright, that's not gonna trigger a curse, is it? I kinda remember that, you know, I kinda remember that with the pyramid. You know, in that one game. I remember that with the pyramid in you know, Dragon Quest 3. Alright, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see, nose for treasure. Alright, now, let's go back. Alright, now. Now this time we go to Gaggle Rock. Alright, now. You know, I feel like I kinda want to replay Dragon Quest 3. You know, sometime. Although I should really replay Dragon Quest 1 as well. Hey there, by the way, we got this. Oh, sorry about that.
It's our little human.
Oh, hello, look, Ellie, it's our little human friends. It's wonderful to see your smiling faces once again. Alright, now, there's better we discuss. First, why are you always atop these rocks?
Tell us.
Alright, not all the time. We go wandering here and there, but yeah, we're here quite a whole lot to be fair. What's the matter? You mentioned you mean him? I told him not to come back. Well, was he upset? Was he grim?
To come back.
We informed him of your wishes and he wished to thank you in your consideration. Alright, now, which is why we should bring you this. How pretty. Yeah, alright now. You said it once belonged to your kind, you were insistent that it was restored to you, or thanks.
Thanks.
So,
I've seen
oh yeah, I remember one who was wearing it, the queen.
Could it have been?
Wait, the mermaid queen, uh-oh.
No
I know. Just like you saw Melly in it, wasn't quite that. It wasn't quite that cute. Let's show it to her and ask her about it. She'll know what to do.
She'll know what to do.
She'll have something to say. Thanks for bringing it. It really is quite a way.
It's really quite a...
Here, before you go, huh?
Before you go.
I wish to apologize. We did not mean to cause you sorrow.
We didn't.
You left him, did you not? Couldn't have been easy. I appreciate it, but you were really not to blame.
Appreciate it.
I suppose no one is really. It's just an awful shame. It's me who should apologize for getting upset. Imagine being such a softie. How weak can you get? Hey, don't worry about it.
Just softy.
I know. Alright, she's a little lovesick.
Please do not say such things.
Alright now.
Others' feelings before one's own.
Yeah, it turns out the person I was interested in, was already betrothed to another.
I admire
Classic love story when you come across, supernatural entities that, want to fall in love with the protagonist. But this is our hand. Praise me. Don't praise me so, I beg you. It's more than I can stand.
Don't pray.
I shall praise you as much as I please. You're a wonderful, thoughtful person. I admire you very much.
you are a
Oh no. Phoebe, I think you might be interested in this mermaid. Please stop it, you silly human. Alright, this is pretty much my interaction with my chat. Hey now, I too am weeping. I can't help it. No. Alright, these two trolls. I feel so left out. Sorry, Gray, you don't understand what's going on here. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. Your name is Hero de Dens. Alright now. Alright now, should we zoom somewhere? Oh wait, Alright, shall we go right now? Alright now, I might as well go to the island that, has Yggdrasil's Arbor. Because that's kind of on the way. Alright, that's kind of on the way. By the way, info... Only have 44? Wait, we might be Wait, I did notice a treasure chest we did miss in here. Alright, Alright now. Alright now, I'm gonna leave encounters on so that, Mira can get a little bit of experience. Since the enemies here do drop a little bit do drop a decent chunk. Right now, we can just beat him with Kaboom. Alright, pretty sure we can just beat him with Kaboom. That should be, simple enough to beat him with. I noticed there was a treasure chest over here that I missed. And I'm kind of wanting that. I really don't want to leave any stone unturned. Yeah, alright now. Oh, we got Scorn. We got, alright, we got Rumblebees. We should be able to handle those. Alright, more enemies more enemies defeated. Alright, now, let's see what's in here. Alright, now. We know there's a treasure chest in here. Hopefully it's not a mimic or something. Alright, please don't be a mimic. That's a Staff of Resurrection. Nice. Alright, so, Alright, so we did find a new weapon there. Alright, now, let's... Alright, now. Alright, I'm gonna zoom back to the entrance and, continue with my old plan. Alright, I just wanted to go back and get that treasure chest. Because I felt like it might be important. I felt like it might be important or something. Right now, do. Alright, now I apologize for the poor rendition of the Zelda theme. I kind of miss, when Link, was in a green tunic. But yeah, I hope they decide to do a lot of, Legend of Zelda remakes, one day. Yeah, I kind of want, Ocarina of Time to be, easily accessible to people. I mean, technically speaking it is, but, Switch Online, I would like another Ocarina of Time remake, sometime in the future. It's been quite a while since the 3DS one. They might do it again. But what we really need is Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
Was this place once a town? If it was...
Nobody's lived here in a while. Well, town or no, I grow weary. Shall we rest here before continuing on our way?
Shall...
Hey, what are you? Don't guard fools. Who are you? This is no resting place. What? Who are you, and where did you spring from? If those devils discover you, surely, please, you must follow me. What is the meaning of this? Now tell me what's going on.
Still thy tongue and move, girl, quickly.
So wait, who are you? Wait, so who are you? This way, what? What's going on? What are we hiding from? This is, I can hardly believe it.
I can hardly believe.
Burrowell. Wait, what? What? Okay.
An
Entire town beneath our feet. Oh, what's this, outsiders? Can't tell where they're not.
They were not.
Alright now, alright now.
If I might ask...
Fortunate enough to escape or indirect with their lives. Oh. This place is throwing stone from Falhargon's lair. Wait, what? Oh no, what? An underground city just underneath the bad guys, play. Just underneath the bad guys? Wait, what?
You must tell us.
Game? No human may in the lands of
Oh, wow.
direful place.
Yet we are of the line of mighty. To have learned of his dwelling place is...
Line of Erdrick, yeah.
Well, but when you wish to return to the... He will go before you.
I mean, how do you know we're not monsters in disguise or something? How do you know we're not actually monsters in disguise or something?
Scions of the hero's line. I had suspected thou would say as much. I have told thee, have I not? Ah, thee and thy precious stone. Far better to see.
I mean, we might as well go inside and introduce ourselves.
Might there be... Thy timing is perfect, friend.
Battle?
But of course, I'm captain of the town guard. We live here in meekness and
Alright, so
silence.
what's going on here?
Roasted
You
air.
professor, if you are suffered in the soundless, and forbids we encounter our tormentors. Wait, Hargon, with Hargon hard by, oh no. Wait, so we're about to battle Hargon already?
Far better.
Are we sure we want to do that right now, though?
And so
I mean, alright now.
Wondrous rock.
And so possessing wondrous property, only one needs a touch of the field power. It seems the fiends do covet it most mightily. Could it be? Could it be?
I had thought.
Oh.
Should Hargon's underling
Wait, so where are we haven't encountered one of the sigils yet, have we?
nay,
If they're alright, if the fiends are looking for sigils, they're probably looking for a way to stop the heroes from, contacting Rubis.
and besides, to
That's probably why the Shrine of Rain, got taken over by bad guys.
What?
That's why there's that dark cloud over there right now.
what of those who fight? What if they
At least they will have fought. Do you not agree, cousin?
I stand with the chief.
Well,
I mean, we should probably try. I mean, first I should probably look around here and see what stuff we can find. A blue door and a green door. Oh wow. Oof. Alright. Alright, I do see something over there. Alright, I thought there was something in here, but no. Alright, might as well grab the medical herb. Grab what's in the top. Alright, there's gotta be something in here. Alright, of course I would pot it. Alright, did clean out the pot, of course. Alright, church is over here. Alright, let's look around a little bit more. Alright, now let's look in the barrels, of course. Alright, I'm not sure what we can do with those tickets. I haven't seen another place where I can gamble, but I'm presuming that. Alright, I'm presuming this is kind of a big game, so it could be anywhere. Alright, we could run into another place. No iron headgear. Right now, I don't think there's anything else in the inn. Alright, now I'll look in the item shop. Alright, banishing bell. Right now, I'll take the banishing bells for now. Alright, I'll get that for status resistance. I get that for the status resist. Alright, a boom scroll. Right now, a platinum shield. I would think the platinum shield would do. Yeah. Maybe the platinum shield should. No, it's actually worse. Actually worse. It's actually worse. Alright, I haven't seen. Now let's see, Aurora Blade, Soul Blade. A Mink Mantle. Alright, now I might as well get that for. Alright, now. Might as well upgrade their arm. Whoa. Whoa, that's expensive. Alright, now. Alright, now. I probably should have been watching that price a little bit more. I definitely should have been watching that price a little harder. I might as well sell the junk that I don't need. I doubt it will put us within range of even thinking of rebuying it. Another ticket. I might as well sell the Ruinous Shield. Right now, I might as well sell as much. Alright, I'll sell the turban. Alright, I'll sell as much as I can. Might as well sell those. Got a couple of those for sale, so... Alright, there's gotta be something I can sell. Alright, I'll sell the unsealants. I'll sell the holy water. Alright, I'll sell the wizard staff since I don't need those. Alright, so this. Got more tickets, that's nice. Might as well sell the shell armor. Sell the bronze. Sell the iron. Sell this. Sell that. Sell the leather dress. Sell the silk apron. Sell the leather capes. Sell the boxer shorts, of course. Sell the cowl ring. Alright, I have just enough money. I have just enough money for it. I have just enough money. Alright, sorry for all that menuing. I deeply apologize for all that menuing. You understand? Alright, now. Alright, now, nose for treasure. There doesn't seem to be anything on this level, huh? Hey, have I been in here? Hey, have I been in here? I guess that doesn't matter. Maybe there is something in the end after all. Alright, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, maybe it's not here. Maybe it's in that one chest that I need to get. The only other location I could think of for a mini medal would be in that chest. Because of course it would be. Alright, now, I knew the choice wouldn't probably matter. Alright, we better help him out. Alright, we better help him out, yeah. Alright, let's go help them out, yeah. Alright, now, I thought the Path of Peace would, work. But, obviously that's not gonna work. Alright, your choice doesn't really matter one way or another. Oh, the town guard captain. Oh no, is that a second bat?
Calm yourself, please.
Your hurt is not a great fun, though. The blood, oh. Yeah, they can't. Alright, now what a nest of humans have we stumbled on here?
Humans have come! Aid me in destroying them!
But, Black Shinigami?
But what, worm? Again you... Watch as I slay these
Please, is there naught we might do to convince? Must we fight?
Pathetic! Look out!
Alright now we got a sucker bat. Oh no, we're up against a sucker bat. Alright, good thing Annabin's not here. Alright, if Annabin were here, he'd be all trolling me over this. Oh no, it's a sucker bat, ugh. Alright, put up the magic barrier. Alright, guess I will... Alright, I guess that... Alright, now I'll try, Shocking Slap. Alright, I'll try Kabuff. Magic Barrier, Kabuff. Get everybody's stats up. Multi-Fist. Shocking Slash. Oh, Miro's getting completely wrecked. Alright, now I may... Alright, now... Alright, let's go Kaboom. Alright, now cast Heal on yourself. Alright, now focus on... Alright, use full heal.
You have my gratitude.
Alright, now it's resistant to that. No hip, no whip. And then cast Boom. Alright, now multi-fist. Alright, we do have multi-heal, so I might as well do that. Alright, now I might as well Zapple. I might as well Kazap. Multi-fist. Multi-heal.
You have my gratitude.
Alright, now Fuddle. Alright, good thing nobody got fuddled. Alright, let's try... Hey, do we have a demon demeanor? I guess not. Oh well, I guess I'll go Cutting Edge. Alright, let's see. Do we have... Alright, Boom's not working. Alright, Boom doesn't work. Let's try Crackle. I'll try Frizz. Alright, that's neutral. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's pretty much weak to lightning. It's like the light magic of the game. Alright, Mira reached level 23, that's good. Hopefully I will have to babysit her less. Wizardly Waft. I don't even know what that is. There were no reasoning with that wicked creature, and there never would have been.
Never would have been.
Alright, Black Sagoini. Please, I beg you, don't. You think I would fall for such theatrics, huh? Alright, now, I swear to you as no ruse, I do not wish to fight humans, I cannot. You serve Hargon, do you not?
Do you not?
I feel poorly, I am unable to raise a claw in anger, as I say.
For I am unable to...
I know. What are the fiends angry about, yeah?
What poison is this? You wish us to believe that...
Hey, please, Phoebe, don't be mean. Alright, Phoebe is still full of vengeance and hate. Phoebe, stop.
Would you extend the same mercy to others? The people of Moonbrook, perhaps? Did you beg of... No. At best you did naught but stand, though they pleaded to be spared. And now you are...
Phoebe, stop this. Phoebe, please stop this. I don't know what to say. I'm sure I stood by and listened as my companion spoke of eradicating your kind. I did not to stop them. The little thought of the terror they endured. And now I know the terror for myself. Knowing it, I see it for the first time. The gravity of crimes my kind inflicted and continue to inflict upon yours. You're correct, as all of you said, I am a monster. In the true sense of the world, I do not deserve to be spared. You are... and I shall not spare you. You did nothing as Moonbrook was laid waste. Phoebe, stop! Phoebe, stop this! Stop, please. Surely this is not... Wait, please. You sponsored this is true and a servant of Valhargon nonetheless. Your veins run with blood of heroes, and not the... Is an active hero strike down an enemy who repents, who begs plaintively for mercy? Why do you ask me that now? Alright, Gray is right, yeah. That's why Gray is, one of my mentors, yeah.
But you think think it a betrayal of your people?
Stay your hand, Phoebe. Don't let the hatred consume you.
Would my people not hate me for sparing?
I know not.
What would your father have said?
He would...
Alright, yeah. I mean, I thought it was so simple. I never thought... I never thought that... I never known the terror of true battle. Though my sword was drawn, I could scarce lift it, my knees knocked, and though those of a frightened child. Yeah, well, you were up against a psychopath, so... Alright, now, you guys are probably gonna call me a psychopath for that. No. I am not a psychopath, no. I am clearly not an evil psychopath, no. No, no, no. Don't associate me with those creatures, no. I mean, I understand why you would say that, but you know. Oh, we got a letter from the chief. Nice. They were probably just as scared of their... Alright, to be fair, that, you know, Little Bat was, you know, probably just as scared of, you know, its allies as, you know... Yeah, it's probably scared to fight, you know, raise its voice against its allies, because they'll probably would have turned around and killed it for, you know, treason, for betraying them. No, he did, huh? That would be most agreeable. Alright, nice. We will stay at the end for free. Hopefully, alright, now, Phoebe, now. Phoebe, of course, you know, you have to let go of the hatred. You have to let go of the hatred. Please don't be so harsh, you know, towards an enemy that's, you know, genuinely surrendering and doesn't want to fight. Yeah, please don't be cruel to people who do, please don't do that. Are you awake? I too am awake. In fact, I am wide awake as well.
Wide awake.
Alright guys, so what are we doing? Forgive me, I did not mean for us to quarrel. I should have been more considerate of your feelings. The fault is as much mine as yours. I mean, a leader would not wish to protect the villages in his charge. And yet...
And yet... Oh,
Now cease your bickering, I can bear it no longer.
Bickering. We were faced with an impossible
You blame us for struggling.
blame us.
I mean, you... Alright, spare the one that, you know, didn't want to fight.
So says our father.
Alright, they don't... Alright, now...
he speaks
I do like that Mira's basically trying to, you know, get them to not fight anymore, but, you know, she's
and
kind of a little overly aggressive about that.
Now that I think upon it, the captain wished to fight, yet could not when the moment came, and the chief wished to parley with beasts.
Perhaps. And yet, if neither...
indeed. Peace may be returned to this village. To this...
Hear, hear.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Alright, now, that was a pretty nice scene, I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty nice scene, not gonna lie. Travel the realm and help those in need, huh? Alright, we will go to the shrine in just a little bit. However, there's one location I kinda wanna try a little bit. Because I noticed this place over here earlier in the game. Yeah, I didn't really go exploring too much in this area. I didn't really go too much. Okay, alright now. Alright, that doesn't seem to do anything there. I'm saying not wanting to negotiate, but you know, it's important to show mercy when, you know, It's important to show mercy where you can, and, you know, but, you know, you also have to be tough a little bit, you know, against people who basically are very selfish and going to hurt you. Alright, now, I'm not gonna pretend you can definitely make peace with everybody, you know. I'm not gonna pretend you can make peace with everybody, but you should, you know, be on the side of mercy, yeah. You know, if possible. You should be on the side of mercy, you know, if possible. Of course, I won't pretend that, you know, of course you can just, you know, get every enemy to, you know, stop, you know, being evil. Yeah, because I know there are people that will, you know, want to hurt people basically for fun. I'm not gonna pretend I'm not gonna pretend, you know, you can negotiate with people like that. Obviously don't. Obviously you shouldn't feel obligated to do something like that. But yeah. I do, however, agree that, you know, you probably should be merciful when people are willing, you know, back down and, you know, not, you know, do that anymore. Even if they were previously. Yeah, don't be cruel and unmerciful, guys. I kind of feel like that's kind of lost in this day and age, though. Yeah. I feel like too many people see mercy as a weakness, and I don't. Oh, scale shield. Oh, that's actually not very helpful. That's not exactly the most helpful treasure. Oh well, at least the monsters here aren't, like, super tough. We should be able to handle them. We should be able to handle them easily. Alright, Mira, you know, is still under-leveled, so they're probably gonna have a bit of trouble, you know, fighting monsters as well as, you know, handling themselves against the boss. Alright, a couple of barrels, ooh, some medical herbs. Oh, we got some medical marijuana. Alright, well, I do like the medical marijuana. Alright, I see 4 different passages we can go. Oof. Alright, I don't know which one is the correct path. I guess the correct path is the one that leads to the top. If you know of this lighthouse. Alright, hopefully there's not like a boss in this lighthouse. Although there's probably gonna be cool treasures around here, so obviously I'm gonna want that. Alright, there's a pot. Oh, excuse me, oof. Alright, now I will fight monsters just so, you know, Mira can, you know, have a little bit to level up. Just so Mira can have just so our team can have a little bit of chance to level up. It will take Mira a while to level up, I don't know, just from fighting, you know, normal monsters, though. You know, seeing as they're not very strong here. But I don't think I should put her up against anything like super strong. I mean, I basically found some super strong monsters for basically everybody else to beat up on. That's why they're like that's why they're close to, you know, 50. Which, you know, is pretty much hard carrying, you know, Mira right now. Yeah, obviously Mira's been cooped up in the castle, so she's not exactly at her best right now. I'm sure she'll get better. I'm sure she'll get stronger, though. I'm sure once she gets a few more levels inside her, she'll be just as good as everybody else, really. And she'll be able to easily one-shot, you know. And she'll be able to easily take down, you know, as many monsters as possible. Obviously, I will have to work on that, though. Alright, so which way is the correct path? I'll try this path first. Holy crap, this place is a frickin' maze. Oh shit, this place is a maze, huh? Shit, this place is a maze, isn't it? Oh, wizard staff, nice. Alright, that's not very helpful. Alright, what do you say we go up this stair? Oh, whoops, bad guys. Alright, might as well keep working on Mira. Alright now. Dragon fries. Dragon tails, dragon tails. Alright, kinda reminds me, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Did come out with monsters that were kind of based on that were kind of, you know, that were kind of named too similar to Dragon Tails, so they had to, you know, change them to, like, Drago Tail. Yeah, apparently they're part of some sort of astronomy type of thing. Which, you know, I think is very cool. I think that's very cool. Not gonna lie, I think it's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes that are based on, you know, astronomy things. Let's see, there's some of them that are, you know, actually good, and some of them which are not. Wait, don't we have, you know, no. Alright, now. One of the ones that's good is obviously Drytron. At least it was good. Uh-oh. This is a cannon box! No, it's a mimic! It's a vile, evil, dirty mimic! Oh no. Oh no, this could get... Alright, this could get rough. Alright, now I guess I'll throw a Frizzle. Alright, Kazamp. Alright, Kaboom. Alright, Cutting Edge, there we go. I knew the Cutting Edge would work. Alright, we're gonna level up, that's good. Alright, good, she's a little bit stronger now. Frickin' mimics. Oh wait, then again, we did have... Alright. Alright, I feel like that's a bit my fault for, you know, just assuming... Alright, now, we ran into our first mimic. So now we have to, you know, check every treasure chest to just make sure they're not mimics. You know, that's just kind of what you have to do once... Alright, I'm glad that, you know, Dragon Quest, you know, has that magic. You know, strictly speaking, in Fairyland, we do have that kind of magic, yeah. Strictly speaking, in Fairyland, we do have that magic. You know, kind of wish, you know, Miss Freerin had that kind of magic. And if Miss Freerin, you know, had that kind of magic, you know, she probably wouldn't fall for... She would probably, you know, not fall for, you know, she would probably not fall for, you know, mimics ever, yeah. Of course, her falling for mimics is extremely, you know, extremely, it's, something that's, very well loved by the fans. And also I can see why she gets eaten by a mimic, of course, you know. I can see why they want her to get eaten by mimics. Sort of like how the fan base wants her to get eaten by mimics. Yeah, you know. Y'all are, you know, right now. Y'all are a bunch of degenerates, yeah. Yeah, degenerates. Y'all are a bunch of degenerates, yeah. Alright, now, let's whip these guys good. Gorgons. Alright, medical herbs. Alright, we got some medical marijuana. I love myself a little bit of free medical marijuana. Necklace of immunity and some, you know, extra strong marijuanas. Alright, I kid. I know they're not actually marijuana. Alright, I kid. I know they're not actual marijuana. But, you know, it's pretty funny. But, you know, the reason I keep calling it that is because they're healing herbs. And, you know, also, I think it's funny. I mean, you're allowed to disagree, but, you know, I think you're wrong. I mean, you're obviously allowed to disagree, even though you're wrong. Alright, now, let's see what's... Alright, maybe I should stop saying... Alright, now. Alright, now, whoa, bad guys. Watch out. Monsters! Alright, now. I will say, you know... Wait, there's stuff over there. And of course, those are barrels. First there's stuff over there. Those are werewolves. Alright, now we got some dragonflies. Remember that one boss dragonfly we had to fight, you know, in Dragon Quest 1? Yeah, that one was pretty rough. Alright, that boss fight was pretty rough, not gonna lie. You know, a bit rough for me, because I was the one, you know, who had to actually fight the boss. You know, not so much for you guys. Alright, this way looks like it's progress. Alright, now luckily these enemies aren't like super duper tough. Alright, did not getting a turn, but that's okay. Oh, Mirabelle, you know, took like 51 damage. Alright, spell. Whoops, I don't want to zoom. Alright, heal Mira up a little bit. Alright, we need to heal Mira. Alright, there's a couple things to find over here. Alright, this time, please don't miss the target. This time, please don't miss the target so we don't take a bunch of damage to the face. Alright, Torch of Truth. Your Reverie. Alright, those are decent things to find. Alright, I'm guessing I'm on the way to progress. Alright, I will have to look around the other ways. Alright, I don't want to quite make progress just yet. Alright, that way looks like it might be the intended route. Yeah, but I don't want to do intended route just yet. Obviously, I want to look around a little bit first. At least I'm pretty sure that was the intended route. Right now, there's a treasure chest over this way. Alright, please don't be a mimic. It's magic water? Right now, let me look at the map. Alright, 2 ways to go. Alright, let's go up here. Oh, whoops, bad guys. Alright, I'll just take them down. Alright, now whipping the bad guys at the speed of sound. And throwing our toy boomerangs at them like a, Wait, did people in Australia really use boomerangs as weapons? Not really sure if that... Alright, now, did people in Australia, you know, a long time ago really use boomerangs as weapons? I mean, I was told that, but, you know, I don't know if that's actually true. Because, you know, some people, you know, said quite a lot of things. You know, some people do say quite a lot of things, don't they? Yeah, not all of them are actually... Whoops. Oh, I thought there'd be something else under there. Alright, good to know. I'll be right back over there. Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. I'll just... Oh, whoops, some bad guys. Alright, some mean old monsters, you know, wanna fight. Hey, you know what I should replay? I should replay Dragon Quest Monsters, the Dark Prince. No, this one's actually a mimic. There you know. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, let's try a swoosh. Alright now, alright now. Alright, it's probably resistant to every element. What? You missed the cutting edge? Oh, never mind, Mira was able to take it out with Fireball anyway. Alright, Mira's, you know, slowly leveling it, slowly catching up. Oh, she's got thin air. I didn't know Mira could learn Thin Air. That's an extremely useful move. Alright, not gonna lie, Thin Air is extremely useful. Ooh, 2 treasure chests. Hopefully one of them... Alright, now, what are the odds that they're both Mimics? Alright, I do have to be careful. Mimics in Dragon Quest are actually legitimately pretty dangerous. Yeah, they know instant death attacks. Alright, Assassin Dagger. And a Thief Turban. Thief Turban and Assassin Dagger. Ooh, those are actually decent finds. Alright, does the Assassin Dagger work like I think it does? Alright, sometimes defeats enemies in one strike. Alright, it can sometimes inflict instant death. Yeah, that might be useful once we start getting into hunting, you know, liquid metal slimes. That might be useful when there's liquid metal slimes about. Which I will definitely need to do. Still a lot of paths to go, huh? Right now, let's try... Right, there is still a route we haven't taken. Alright, I'll get my bearings through this place, you know. I'm actually just looking for treasure, basically. Yeah, there might be scrolls or many medals somewhere in a dungeon, and I'm not exactly sure where they are. Yeah, you gotta remember, this is my first time playing Dragon Quest II, so... I am familiar with how Dragon Quest games work, but, you know, that doesn't mean I'm familiar with, you know, how everything, you know, is laid out in every game. Alright, now. Alright, I have not been up this path. More bad guys, alright now. Should be able to easily deal with these guys. Sounds easy enough. Alright now. Alright, I know. Alright now. Alright now. I do understand why Phoebe, you know, was... I do understand Phoebe, or rather the princess of, you know, Moonbrook would, you know, would, you know, feel, you know, anger and vengeance towards enemies, though. You know, very obviously so. Alright, there's something... Alright, now, there's something over here. Vial of magic water. Right now. Okay, there's something laying on the floor there. Right now, what's that up there? Oh, wait, I should definitely check to see if there's... Yeah, I thought there might be something over here. Oh no, you missed a Alright, you missed a Gerudo, really? At least Mira was able to do enough damage to take out the skeleton. Alright, another strong medicine. Alright, obviously it's gonna light up the treasure chest. What? This is a cannon box? Oh no. Right now, let's... Alright, how about we use Kaboom? I use Frizzle. Alright, now Kaboom. Alright, boom spells don't seem to really do much. Alright, now. Usually Mimics drop something, you know, pretty nice. Alright, there's gotta be something nice in this treasure chest to, you know, go out of the way to get it. Oh, multi-slice! Okay, alright, that actually might be worth it. Wait, don't I have a boom scroll? Alright, I'll teach you how to use boom. Ow. That way Mira will have something she can do. I mean, might as well. There's nobody else who can really use it. Alright, Gray's the one learning multi-slice. At least multi-slice can be useful when hunting metal slimes. You know, since metal slimes, obviously... Alright, multi-slice could be useful for hunting metal slimes, though. So that's, you know, very good. Alright, might as well take those guys down. Alright, now all the enemies have been defeated. Alright, now let's get out of here. Alright, now. Alright, now let me, alright, now whoops. Alright, we got some Gorgons here, but we can... Now, Gorgon. Yeah, it's built slightly different from Gorgon. They kind of look a little like that Gorgon Eye card from, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! You guys remember that one? Alright, nothing here. I think it's on the floor above. Yeah, it's right over here. Alright, Snoop. Alright, ooh, a silver tiara. Alright, the silver tiara is pretty nice to find. Yeah, I saw there was something on the other side that when I, you know, was doing Snoop, so... I thought I'd, you know, go over there and get that. Oh, nice. Cyrus is level 50 now. Nice, 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 nice. He is one strong wood boy. Yeah, by the way, the naming conventions for all the characters that I have so far, they're named after characters in the Nabani's lore. You know, just to, you know, be clear about that. I thought I would be clear about that, so... Alright, basically Cyrus is, like, named after Emil Dryad, who's, like, you know, the elemental swordsman, and, you know, has the, you know, invisible earth around him. Yeah. And Mirabelle's, like, named, you know, there's a superhero that's basically, you know, based on clowns. Yeah, it kind of was inspired by, you know, Circus Kirby, for coming up with her. As well as, you know, obviously clowns are usually associated with, you know, villainy and all that, but, you know, I thought it would be good to, you know, make one that's like a hero, yeah. And Gray's, like, based on, you know, an ancient wizard that, you know, was one of Endemai's teachers, and, you know, he was like a major player back in, you know, the Topal War. Which, you know, was basically, you know, basically there was an evil priest who basically wanted to invade people's minds, you know, to try and take over their dream space, you know, with the power of, you know, their own telemancy. By basically, you know, making a bunch of, you know, ones that were based on, you know, different types of delusions. You know, Gray was the one that, you know, fought against that guy. You know, with the help of, you know, friendly temples that were on his side, of course. Yeah, let's see, the temples he had were... Yeah, the temples he had that were helping him, they were basically, you know, a fairy that was basically like the debuffer and buffer. And then there was the, you know, fighter one that was basically the dragon. Yeah, that was like an angel dragon. And of course there was also the succubus that, you know, basically, you know, let's see, they had like guns that, you know, had roses, And, yeah, they were kind of made from, you know, a bad romance novel. Oh, there is something over here. Your tangle webs. Alright, now. Wait, there's not... Alright, no, wait. Oh, what? They got a first turn. Oh no, please don't Kasap me. Oh well, at least they didn't get a turn when, you know, I got Kasapped. I don't like when monsters get first turns. Oh wait, so there's other... Alright, so what's the correct path through here? Alright, so what's the actual correct path through here? Alright, now. Alright, so that's not the correct path. You know, it's completely blocked off up there. At least it led us to some cool stuff. Oh, wait, I see another set of stairs over there. Alright, I see another set of stairs over there that I don't think I've been up. Alright, now. Alright, I'll try to find out wherever that is. Alright, I think it's up over here. And the stairs that lead over there are all the way over here. Alright, there we go, nice. I figured the ones that were more out of the way are the correct path. I kind of figured that might be the case. Wait, what? No, it just led to a pot, huh? Right, so... Alright, let's see... Oh wait, I think I see the problem. Oh, I see. Right now, let's go back to the lighthouse entrance. Alright, I'm gonna zoom back to the lighthouse entrance. Alright, I think I got the path figured out. Sorry, it's a bit of sorry. It's a bit alright, the dungeon's a bit of a maze, so you'll forgive me for that. Now whoops, where's Holy Protection? Alright, I'm gonna put that on while I... Alright, now I kinda regret, you know, not just walking back down. Now I kinda regret not choosing to walk down. Alright, now, but, you know, I like mazes, so... I like mazes, you know, any chance to, you know, challenge my brain a little bit. You know, of what little sanity it has left. Whoops, obviously not that way. Right now, do. Whoops. It's actually Phoebe that has that. Right, gotta be careful not to put on the slower movements. Right now, we're almost there. Almost back at the 4 stairs. Right now... Right, I think I got the path figured out. I need to go... Right, I need to go up these stairs. You know, and I need to go over to these. Wait a minute. That's not right. Alright, so that's not right. Whoop, no. Alright, so... Hmm... Alright, so what am I supposed to do then? Alright, just give me a moment, please. Wait, what if the solution... Wait. Okay, I don't know. Alright, now, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm really sorry. I'm having a bit of a tough time reading the map. I don't want you to look for treasure, I want you to only protect. That's not the correct way, so... Yeah, the correct way would be that stair, right? I think I... Okay, there's something here. File of holy water. Yes, I think it's this one. No, obviously that's not right. Obviously that's not right. Alright, that's not right. Alright, I'm having a bit of a rough time. Alright, maybe it's... I mean, have I tried this one? Alright, I don't think I tried this one. No, that just leads over here, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't think that's quite right. Wait. No, I don't think that's right. Oh no, come on. Alright, sorry, I'm a bit lost. Alright, I'm lost. Alright, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Alright, please put holy protection on. Alright, so I'm completely lost. Alright, it seems I'm completely lost. Alright, it's probably something very simple that I'm just, you know, not registering. That's probably something very simple that I'm just not registering. Alright, can't be that way. It has to be somewhere up here then. Alright, but... Wait, there's two passages over here. Alright, what's this one? Alright, now is this... Alright, now... Let me try... Alright, let me put on Holy Protection again. Wait, I think I found it. Wait, that's not the correct route. No, go back. Go back to the other map. Go back to the other map, please. Wait, what if it's... Alright, now. Alright, where basically I was... Right, that leads over there. And so... Which way do I go that leads? I'm completely lost. Alright, so I think I will give up for now. Alright, I think I'm giving up for now. Alright, that's probably, you know, I have to fall. Alright, the only other way I'm thinking is, you know, I have to fall a specific way. Alright, you don't... Alright guys, you don't mind if I look... Oh, come on now. Come on, please, please, you know, cooperate. Alright, now let me look it up real quick. Alright, now, come on. Hurry up, please. Hurry up. Come on, hurry up. Alright, now, please. Alright, so how do I get out of here? Alright, I'm not getting it. Alright, I don't understand. Alright, there's no... Alright, now, I don't know. Alright, now, come on. Alright, let's zoom right back over there, huh? Alright, come on. Alright, now, where am I? Alright, I'm starting, you know... Alright, my mind is starting to melt down, unfortunately. Unfortunately, my mind is starting to break, unfortunately, and I don't like that. It shouldn't be breaking. My mind is starting to break, unfortunately. Yeah, my mind is starting to have a psychotic break, so I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm completely lost. Alright, it's probably the solution is probably I have to fall a certain way. That's the only thing I'm kind of thinking of. I tried every way possible except for that. So it's gotta be someplace I can fall. Alright now. Okay, go back to the map. Right now. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably the solution, I think. Oh, please stop wearing off. Alright, come on. Alright, I'm sorry, I have to... Alright, now. Sorry about that, alright, now. Alright, I promise I won't give up so easily, but... Alright, come on. I can't break down on stream, please. Please stop breaking down on stream, please. Alright, come on. Come on, please. Please cooperate with me, please. Sorry about that, my mind is... There's gotta be a way then. Alright, obviously not up here. Alright, I'm kinda getting confused and forgetting, you know, which way I'm supposed to go. Alright, now Phoebe put the protection on. If I... Alright now. Right now, I think it's up one of the... Maybe Delulu is not the so... Wait, there's a place to fall over here. Hey, what's this? Hey, there's a place to fall over... I see there's a place to fall here. Alright, let me... Look. Come on now. I need the dungeon map. I guess I'll try falling down here. No, that leads over here. Okay, let's try... That's not the correct way. I don't think it's that one. Maybe it's... I think it's over here. Wait, Holy Protection wore off. Right now, I wish the Holy Protection would last. That just leads back to the bottom. Alright, can't be that way. Alright, let me try this. That just leads back down there. I could have sworn there was a way. Couldn't be right there, could it? Oh wait, wait. Where's this lead? Well, that can't be it. Ah. Okay, so I don't know my way through. Guess I'll try yellowing over here. There you go. Please, please don't make Delulu to Salulu. Please don't try to, you know, say Salulu to Delulu, please. That's not the Salulu. Calm down, please. Stay out of the way, okay? Cooperate with me. Come on, cooperate. Cooperate. Please don't melt down. Please don't break. Please do not break. Please don't break. Please stop breaking. Maybe the answer is I can't do anything here yet. Is the answer that I can't do anything here yet? Right, maybe I can't do anything here yet. Either I'm going down the wrong way or there's some route that's not open to me. Maybe there's some sort of route that's not open to me or something, I don't know. That's the only other thing I could be thinking of. The only other thing I could think of is maybe I'm not supposed to be there yet. Alright, we might as well Alright, we might as well focus on... Alright, please, it's... Use Rainbow Drop to get over there. Alright, maybe... Alright, now. Cirrus holds a Rainbow Drop aloft. Alright, I'm thinking maybe there's... Either I'm supposed to fall somewhere and I don't know where I'm supposed to fall, or there's some sort of route that's, you know, that's not open to me. That's the only other solution I could possibly think of. Entirely possible, too. Alright, now let's head into the Dragon Lord's castle. Old castle and see what we can do here. Alright, we gotta be careful, this place is rather treacherous. And obviously full of monsters. Alright, I think I'll go this way first. There might be treasure this way. I will be sure to use... Oh, please, please, please stop doing that. Alright, please don't do that. Actually, maybe the monsters will be nice for Mira to level up on. Alright, now, I'm guessing this chest is empty. Nah, I thought it might be. Alright, now, let's look over here. Nothing there. Alright, let's look over here. Oh, whoops, monsters. Oh, these guys don't seem like they're very strong. We should be able to handle them. We should be able to handle them. Alright, now let's look around. Nothing useful here. Alright, if it were a pot or a treasure chest, it would tell me. Please, please, please stop doing that. Alright, please stop doing that. Alright, please stop. Alright, so calm down, please. Please, please, please stop that. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, maybe it's at the end of this. You sure there? Alright, there is absolutely nothing in this passage. Oh, I thought there'd be something here for sure. Oh, Seed of Luck, nice. Alright, the Seed of Luck is, you know, nice to find. The only other thing I could think of, you know... Alright. This place has seen better days since, you know, of course, you know... This place has seen better days since, you know, the first start... Since, you know, Dragon Quest 3. Yeah, it looks like the Dragon Lord and you know, what was the last dude's, what was that dude's name in, you know, Dragon Quest 3? Frick, I don't even remember, man. Man, I don't even remember his name. I remember he was a massive coward that hid behind his minions, and also he killed, like, Ortega, which was, you know, Erdrick's dad. You know, Erdrick, you know, spent most of the game, you know, trying to find their dad. You know, all throughout the game. Yeah. And you know, he did find his dad, and you know, his dad was trying to fight, you know, against the Dark Lord. I kind of want to say Zeramus, but you know, that's, you know, from Final Fantasy. That's from Final Fantasy, you know, that's from Final Fantasy IV, and that's obviously not correct. None of the attack. No, they got the first turn. Alright, these guys also have the annoying ability, you know, to strike twice in a row. Yeah, and Limp Wizards have the ability to attack twice in a row. Yeah, so that, you know, makes all the first strikes, you know, extra annoying. Yeah, why don't those even happen again? I mean, it just seems to, you know, just happen randomly. Maybe it's just the luck, you know, not really in my favor or something. Oh, there's something here. Oh, a mini-medal. Alright, now we found the mini-medal so we can go get the Swallowtail, I guess. Oh, it says there's something down here. Alright, I guess I'll go check it out. Alright, fine. Alright, now. Alright, it says there's something right here. Alright, it's just a, you know, small sack of gold coins. You know, somebody probably left that there. Maybe a monster left that there. I mean, there are some that are humanoid. That, you know, could pass for human. Maybe a couple that would pass for human, but, you know, I doubt any of them, you know, had anything to do with it. Alright, now let's look around. I don't know, we're alright, Lump Wizards. As long as I don't get the first turn, it should be fine. Should be fine as long as I don't get the first turn. Now there's an empty treasure chest down here. Alright, I'm just gonna search just in case, because I know... Because there's a couple of video games that pull that kind of sneaky trick. Are you sure that there's nothing here? I know some video games will pull the sneaky trick of, you know, saying, oh, the treasure chest is empty, but, you know, actually, there's something inside. You know, I'd probably pull something like that in an RPG if I were making it. Wait, which RPG do I remember, you know, that trick in? You know, Golden Sun Lost Age? It's like, this chest was already open because of, you know, because of the events of Golden Sun 1. So obviously, you know, the main character's already opened it. Alright, now going through to Dragon Lord's old castle to look for an imposter. Yeah, they're kind of a little sus, not gonna lie. I'm sure this imposter will turn out to be extremely sus. Dun 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 dun. Alright, I'll check myself out. Ow, 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 ow. Oh wow, we're dying. Right, please use safe passage. Alright, now I need to... Alright, I need to not play with the electricity. Alright, please don't play with the electricity, I guess. I don't trust this treasure chest. I do not trust this treasure chest. Alright, peep. Alright, it says it's safe to open. Oh well, it says it's safe to open, so... Alright, the monsters here don't seem like they're very strong. Which is very strange for going through a Dragon Lord, going through this castle and, you know, not facing life-threatening enemies at every opportunity. This seems a bit strange. It's almost like we're supposed to be... It's almost like this is not the end of the game. Huh. You know, have there ever been any other RPGs but, you know, pulled, you know, ooh, this is, you know, the final boss's lair from, you know, the previous entry in the game, but, it actually shows up, you know, mid-game as, you know, a level that's, like, super easy. It, like, shows up mid-game, but shows up, like, mid-game. And it's nowhere near as, you know... It's nowhere near as dangerous as it used to be. Has any other game, you know, pulled that? Right, obviously Dragon Quest is, you know, probably the one that, you know, pulled that, you know, first before everybody else did. You know, because, come on, it's Dragon Quest, why would it not? Do. I can handle squiggly worms. Or microscopic terms. Right now. Alright, we sure the treasure chest is actually empty? I guess there's nothing in the chest. There's nothing inside, just like my soul. I mean, something else that, you know, has nothing inside. Oh, he's casting his app. Alright guys, you have to hit this guy. Alright now, nice. Otherwise, you might be taking a bunch of damage to the face. But, you know, taking damage to the face is not good. Yeah, it tends to lead to, you know, getting blinded or, you know, getting broken bones or, you know, getting blood in your eye. Or, you know, getting a cut above your eye. Really anywhere where there's an eye. It says there's a chest over here. It says there's a chest over here. I'm having my doubts. No, it's a blue chest. We don't have... Yeah, we don't have the magic key. Yeah, we don't have the magic key for those. Sadly. But you know... Right now, if I were hiding something... If I were wanting to hide something super valuable, I'd probably hide it down here, maybe. Alright now, alright now. Alright, there's gotta be many medals like lying on the floor, maybe. Oh, another empty chest? Wait, it's saying there's something... Was that a blue treasure chest? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just picking up the blue treasure chest, so... We can't open that as we don't have the magic key. And there's a lot of magic key chests in this game. Obviously we will open all those later, but we can't do it right now. Alright, now hopefully we get a madcap from killing these Hocus Chimeras. You know, low chance of that though. You know, it's like their rare drop. Like their really, really rare drop. I did get one of them though. Without really trying. Without really trying to. You know, which is helpful because it does, you know, reduce spell costs, obviously. Which is super useful, not gonna lie. Alright, it's saying there's an item over there. Alright, now what's this? Of course it's a mimic. Of course it would be a mimic, why would it not be? Wait, boom magic doesn't actually really work. I think it's weak to fire, I think? I think it's weak to fire or something. And so we probably need like a frizzle. Alright, now there are still a few mimics running around. Seems like there's still a few mimics running around, just like the good old days. Yeah, hopefully no... Whoa, come on now. Oh, now hit the skeleton, please. I know he's a dark skeleton and they have, like, high evasion or something. Alright, so which way? How about we go down this way first? Oh, there is something down here. A red chest. That's a nice shield, but I think we have better shields than that. Wait, actually, I think that might be useful for Mira. Alright, the ice shield is slightly better. Right, but is the gold platter better? I think the gold platter is better for you. Alright, let's give Phoebe the gold platter, just in case. You know, let's give Phoebe the gold platter. Since, you know, she obviously can't use the heavy shields. Alright, now we're doing fine. Alright, now, done. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, now I got a song in my heart, you know, frogs in my throat. Alright, now, what are the odds that this chest down here is probably gonna be a mimic? It's not like the mimics, you don't drop any cool stuff either. Yeah, sometimes fights with mimics are worth it because sometimes they drop really good items if you beat them. Like, you know, that's not always true in every game, though. Alright, please peep on this. Alright, so this one is definitely a mimic. FOE! FOE! Alright, now, if I were making an FOE, you know, I'd probably make it a mimic. You know, file creatures. I mean, then again, I shouldn't, you know, make fun of mimics too much. I shouldn't, you know, disparage mimics too much. After all, there is a shopkeeper in the lore that basically is a monster girl that's basically a mimic. Yeah, just don't ask her where she gets her gear. Just don't ask her where she gets her gear, yeah. Alright now. Alright, I do not trust this treasure chest. Yeah, as I figured, it's a mimic. Alright, a couple of fireballs should be able to kill that. Oh, alright, he dropped a ticket this time. Very nice, he dropped a ticket this time, that's pretty... That's okay, I guess. Alright, now there's a couple of passages down. Alright, is this treasure chest actually good? Alright, it's a suit of zombie male. Sadly, zombie male is cursed. Sadly, zombie male is like super cursed. And will hurt you as you wear it. And worse, you won't be able to take it off if you put it on. So, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Oh yeah, it's picking up the blue chest. Alright, there's gotta be something good up here. Alright, what's this? A battle fork. Yep, I guess I'll take the battle fork. Well, one more item I don't have. Now that's where Erdrick's sword was in the past, so I was kind of curious if there was something, you know, super good behind it. I mean, compared to whips and boomerangs, I don't think I'll be using spears too much anyway. You know, because whips obviously hit groups of enemies, and boomerangs hit all the enemies. Although I'm pretty sure I have enough, you know, mini medals where I can, you know, get the upgraded version of the you know, boomerang. Well, I can get at one of them. And I don't know if there's another swallowtail in the game. Yeah, I don't think there's another... There's not a swallowtail in the game, is there? I'll just take out. Alright, now I'll just take these guys out. You shouldn't be too much trouble. If I remember correctly, this is the passage that loops, isn't it? Yeah, this is the passage that loops. Yeah, that's the passage that loops, so we're not gonna deal with that. That's the PT passage. I think maybe if I do some... I think if I go down it too many times, something bad might happen. Yeah, appears to be affected by some sort of space-time anomaly, and I'm yeah, now somebody who's from Fairyland, I'm not gonna mess with that. As somebody who's, you know, comes from Fairyland, you know, I'm not gonna mess with that. That is 100% how you die. That is 100%, you know, how you die in Fairyland. You know, not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie, that's pretty much how you die in Fairyland. Right now, what are you two? Curse sight, plaguey Dragon Lord, we invite him to join us just as Lord Belial instructed, and he throws it back in our faces. Like, who does that pompous ass think he is? Doesn't he know if he is not with us, then he is most assuredly against us? To think us refuse, perhaps he is as dangerous as they say. No, not dangerous enough to resist the horde that we bring against him. When we next return, we shall pay for his arrogance, mark my word. What are you guys doing? Alright, the Dragon Lord's alive? Oh, no. Alright, now. Alright, now we have some bad guys here. Look at these guys. Alright, now let's see. Is one... Alright, now, do we have Dragon Slash? Alright, we do. Alright, now. Alright, now. Alright, now. Might as well go crack. Might as well kabuff.
We fight as one.
Oh, wait, come on now. Don't miss. Oh, now, don't miss, please. Alright, these guys are really nothing to worry about. Dude. Alright, I might as well. Right now, lure to boom. Alright, cast a crack again. Alright, and let's cast a zap. Cast a boom. Cast a zap. Cast cutting edge. Well, I mean, use cutting edge. Since it's not a spell. Oh yeah, I knew cutting edge would be good. It was always good, you know, in Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest XI. So the Dragon Lord is yet the master of this castle. Wait, so if the Dragon Lord is alive, surely not. Mighty Erdrick slew the Dragon Lord not too long ago. Well, what are you talking about? The son of Erdrick, right? Oh right, Erdrick is a title, right? Yeah. Somebody pretending to be the Dragon Lord. Right, if somebody's pretending to be the Dragon Lord is... Are we sure? Alright, now. And who might it be? And somebody who doesn't want to wish to associate with them. Alright, we're on the trail of the sus imposter. We're on the trail of the sus imposter. We're on the trail of the sus imposter. Nothing here. Nothing of interest. Alright, I see a chest down there. Now let's go over here and... Nope. Alright, now. Snooping as usual, I see. Alright, let's whip him good. Alright, let's give Gray the... Hey, where's the happy hat? And you can have the happy hat. And you can take the madcap. That way he'll be able to regain some of his MP. Alright, a staff of sentencing. Alright, that time it was a mimic. But you know, there might be that rare 1% Grimoire chance. Ooh, rare Grimoire chance, come on, let's roll the dice, baby. Let's roll the dice on that rare Grimoire chance. Alright, a bunch of vile villains drawn near. We should be able to handle them. And consider them handled. Now these guys are super weak. I get the feeling that the boss in here will not be super weak. Gibbity, I just muted this beast before. These zones were how... Alright now. Right now, surely the vile villain that, you know, is... that pretended to be good Phoebe, you know, is down here somewhere. Oh boy. Alright, we got a whole bunch of spooky ghosts. Hey there, spooky ghost, how's it going? Yeah, that's from Fire Emblem Engage, in case you're wondering. You guys ever play Fire Emblem Engage? I know lots of people really like Three Houses. I know lots of people really like Three Houses, and then, you know... And then, of course, they disliked... Of course, they disliked, you know, they dislike Engage. To be fair, the engaged cast definitely, you know, is a bit... to be fair, I can kind of understand. The engaged cast is kind of, you know, a little bit out there. You know, for some people's tastes. If I'm gonna have to say so myself. Yeah, if I'm gonna say so myself, you know, they're a bit out there. Alright, now one of these... No, they're not all mimics, are they? No, it's a canna box. Alright, I figured that one... Alright, now. Oh, no, it's a canna box. Ooh, get out of here, canna box. You need a fireball to the first. That's right, get out of here. Alright. Alright, well, looks like I'll have to come back here. I saw you were picking up barrels. Obviously, it's picking up the chests. You know, not my chest, you know, the treasure chest. Even though I assume, you know, some of you might think of it as a treasure chest. You're very naughty, you know. Naughty chat. Or rather, your, Endomized chest, yeah. By the way, it belongs to me. Oh, Assassin Stab. Oh, Kasap. Oh, we learned Kasap and Assassin Stab? Oh, wait, Assassin Stab can be very useful for metal slimes, yeah? Yeah, alright now. Let's see. Alright now, Kasap. Of course, Mira would be able to learn Kasap. Alright, might as well load up good. Alright now. Well, at least that gives her something she can do. No, I think I'll give that... I think I will give that to Mira. I think I will give Assassin Stab to Mira. She has better luck. She's better suited at physical... She's better suited at physical attacks. I think she's a little bit better suited at it. Right now, and I noticed these barrels over here. Angel Bell, Magic Water. Well, at least they're giving us spare Magic Water. Right now, we should be able to handle these guys. They shouldn't be too much trouble. They're hardly an inconvenience, really. I'll say the mimics are more dangerous. Oh, yeah, Poison Swamp. Alright, something's down here. Alright, Seed of Agility. Alright, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine, it's just a little Poison Swamp, it's no big deal. As we all know from Dark Souls. As we all know from Dark Souls, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, Poison Swamps are just whatever, really. Right, that must lead. There must be an exit. There's nothing nearby, huh? Wait, that's not the Dragon Lord, is it? That can't be. Dragon Lord? What's he doing here?
So,
Are you sure about that?
long have I...
He can't be the Dragon Lord.
Liar! The Dragon Lord was... You're an imposter. pray tell, do you find...
Will thou permit me another attempt?
I am the Dragon Lord's great.
Wait, I don't buy it. You're a liar. Is what? You know, you got a great grandson.
Seemeth my great grandfather did give thine esteemed ancestor a good deal of. But rest assured, I do not mean to.
Wait, so you're actually a good guy?
I have no quarrel.
Wait, how do we know this is a trick?
Can that truly be so?
Oh, please, doubt away. Only to be expected.
We fought those self-same fiends. We met them as...
So they learned nothing from their chastisement at my hand, and felt I shall not be so quick to let such
And so you're truly not aligned with Hargon.
You're not allied.
I can't believe the Dragon Lord had a great grandson. He did not mention that at all in Dragon Quest 1.
I have noticed he was heir.
You know him. My homeland was destroyed by a horde. I journeyed to see that my people...
So that is thy game.
You need to gather the 5 sigils. The monster in Lake 2 spoke of the sigils.
Lake 2 spoke of...
Yeah, oh, everybody seems to be seeking these sigils.
Ah, so you know of them. In them is contained all the power of nature. A power that can be conferred upon the weak. Still, those able to sense such...
Hargon wants to make the power his own, or does he seek some other purpose? Probably stop us from,
That quest, I do
getting to Lady Rubus.
What in heavens did...
I shall do this instead. The news of their plight hath reached me northeast of Tantagel lieth the shrine. They find themselves under attack.
Go to their aid, huh?
Fairies.
Ooh, fairies.
Thou thinkest
Alright, we know the fairies are back.
Will you go in my place? Aid them, though they may not share their knowledge willingly or easily. So,
I guess we should, but you should probably return what you stole.
Perhaps if we might confer...
but of course,
What about the stuff you stole? Should we, what about the stuff you stole? Alright now. Now, tales of our ancestor and Dragon Lord were sworn enemies to take the guidance of his descendant. Seems surprisingly strange. Alright, maybe the dark magic that, corrupted him, that corrupted, the Dragon Lord didn't corrupt his grandson.
and
We have. You say that you have no quarrel with human...
this is the point on which you feel you are the sire.
A certain wariness of me is understandable.
A certain but of course, how could I forget?
Alright, now what are you going to give us?
Fear not, little ones. I do not mean to belabor you with this blade,
A blade, what is it?
Return it.
though it is somewhat tarnished with age. This is a
You mean the blade of Erdrick?
indeed. Though it hath lain dormant long. Well,
Oh, it does. More...
I feel a royal fool.
nonsense. Thou art sorry. The sword is yours.
Alright, might as well claim that from... You got the faded blade? I know its power has waned over time, hasn't it? Alright.
Now go. The fairies have need of your aid.
Alright, that's probably why it was, covered in darkness, because the fairies are there. They're being attacked. The lighthouse is now open. Wait, can I get through the lighthouse now? Hold on now, there's a lot of places to go. Right now, where was the lighthouse again? Oh, here it is. Alright, now that that quest is complete, I can maybe get through this? Alright, maybe I can finally get through this? Mirror of Legend, yeah? You have a keen eye, sir. Alright, then you Paris both perhaps, and what bringeth you here, might I ask? And that's what I bring. We're journeying in search of something? A certain sigil, perhaps? Alright, you know it? Now you have a waiting crowing yourself? Alright, now. Alright, does that mean we're able to get through it? I mean, I kind of have my doubts about this. Alright, I'll look into that a little bit later. I think I'll look into that a bit later. Now, how about we go to the Shrine of Rain? How about instead we go to the Shrine of Rain first? Alright, now this is blocked off by a wall of darkness. Alright, so how do we get through this? What could it be? Alright, it's up here, so alright, Gray. Why did you try to force your way through? What's wrong with you, Brett? What the heck is wrong with you? That's clearly a barrier of darkness. Why would you try that? It must be dispelled somehow. Alright, it's probably gonna be dispelled with the sigils then. Alright, the power to banish evil, will it work? Alright, I say we try. Alright, now we must try. Or use the power of the Sword of Air Trick? Oh, it does remove it, nice. Well, at least we don't need sigils. I mean, if we get the sigils, do we get the bonus from, you know, getting each of the sigils? I wonder if that's in, you know, even in Dragon Quest 2. Alright, now let's head inside. Wait, I also have another idea. Alright, let's find the Isle of... I have another idea. I'm gonna go do something real quick. Alright, don't mind me. I've got a whole bunch of medals. Alright, how many medals do we have? 45. Alright, we have enough to get the Swallowtail. Alright, we have enough of them to get the Swallowtail. There we have the... Yeah, to equip the Swallowtail, yeah. Alright, now. Alright, now, let's... Alright, I'm just gonna go find a place to save. Alright, I apologize. Alright, now let's find a place to save. Alright, I'm finding a place to save. No, I don't wish to continue. Wow. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, now let's look around to see who we can raid if anybody is open. Hopefully someone's open to raid. Alright now, come on, come on, come on. Spike Chunsoft? Hey, what the heck is Spike Chunsoft doing in a... You know what, never mind. Alright now, come on Twitch. Alright, what do you say we go raid? Alright, let's raid... Whoop! Alright, let's raid... Magical Mamoka. Let's raid them, yeah. Let's go raid them. They're playing Dispatch. Now, I am kind of interested in, you know, Dispatch and Cyan Bossos, since it's, you know, superhero related. It seems they, alright now. Alright now, I'll have to, you know, get Mirabelle, you know, leveled up, you know, a little bit. Whoops. Right now, Moonbat raid. There we go. Goodbye.